We are live at Collectco, Friday, March 14th. Welcome. All righty. So, everybody's working for the weekend. And Chad is working for you. That's my message here at Collectco. That's also going to be my campaign slogan. Chad is working for you. Looks like John's got us another batch of 45s. I meant to ask him about the stuff from last night, too. I barely get to talk to anybody here. I show up and I eat and I go back and I start pricing stuff. And let's see what's going on. I hear some keys rattling. Somebody just walked through the front door. It's Brian. Welcome, everybody. Time to start sharing. I just went live. I'm working. We're getting there. We've got records. Well, somebody's blocked my... I don't want those there, but that's okay. John just dropped off 4 crates of vintage. Laura sent me a hot picture. I was about to post it in the group. I didn't want to do it now because I waited too late and mess up the good old algorithm. But it looks like we got 2 crates of Japanese. We got lots of great auctions she's gotten ready. Looks like John's got some pretty killer vintage from what I just seen. Laura's back. Her first comment was, "I'm back," with a bunch of, like, let's see, what does that originally come from? You know, like, "I'm back." What was that? Is that from an original? Come from something at some point, right? Here we go. We'll be right here. I'm probably going to be here till 1:30. I'm back. What is that originally from? Does anybody know? I'm back. I mean, that had to have been from somewhere, right? You hear it all the time, but does anybody really know what it is? The Shining? That's kind of what I thought. I thought it was a Jack Nicholson thing. You can't handle the truth. All right. Oh, we got a ton of 45s tonight. We got a ton of 45s tonight. Okay. All righty. Let me see what this picture Laura sent me there. Let me go ahead and make a post and hold on. Okay. So the hot picture was just posted in Whole Lot of Records. It's not. It's just really a tease because it's 10% of the auctions tonight. We've got 2 full crates of Japanese that I hadn't even looked through yet. So it wasn't much of a hot picture. Not taking away from what Laura sent me. What I'm saying is there is a ton of other auctions not pictured, okay? H. Where is our YouTube video? Are we live on YouTube? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, has John already snuck out on me? Is John still here? I meant to ask him about those 12-inch singles and everything. I think he snuck out on me. All right, let's grab our first New Orleans single. Our first auction of the night. South Filthy. South Filthy. $5 start. That's going to go up for bid. Is Gary Wellman watching? Gary Wellman, are you watching? Oh, there it is. No, I was just saying that they really enjoyed the 12-inch singles last night.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, just good. They were complimenting.
I bought those yesterday morning.
Okay, so those are recent.
Yeah.
Okay.
The man come in and sold us, I don't know, probably about 100 of them.
Okay, great. Yeah, they were very excited to see those, but they're asking about them right now. So, yeah, good deal. Thank you. They were highly complimented. John said we just got those in a deal in the store today or yesterday. Fantastic. All right. All right, so Dirty South is up for bid. I still hadn't located the proper person for AJ Croce. Let me go get the Japanese stuff. There's 2 full crates. They've blocked our, I've cleared out a path, and I don't know who they is. I'm going to blame Tanner. And now we've already have it full of crates. So I'm going to drag them back out here in the aisle, so especially when Laura makes delivery, she can actually get over here. I spent about an hour probably condensing all this last night. I didn't finish taking everything up front that I wanted to, but there we go. It's a little bit clearer shot to get to me now. And yeah, there's 2 full crates of Japanese auctions over here. And Ed's got the new vinyl prices, and before he heads out, I think he's going to try to mark all those right quick. So there's 4 crates of new vinyl. 4 crates of new vinyl. There's, let's see. Yeah, there's 4 crates of new vinyl. There's 2 full crates of Japanese pressings. And I have one here next to me. And let me go get the other one. I'm going to go get the other one right now. And let's see what's going on over here. Laura is working on the rest of tonight's auctions, and we'll be marking some stuff. And so we got a full agenda. If we sell just all these Japanese pressings, that would be quite a feat because there's 2 full crates here. And I see some pretty dang good titles. And then I'll see what I call our Japanese standards. Our Japanese standards as well. We've already got our first 45 auction up there and rolling. Let me put these right here. Let me grab my phone because I did post a flip video, or let me refine that. Let me rephrase that. I recorded a flip video, and then the last 2 nights I forgot to post them at like 5 a.m. and I hadn't been posting them till like 11 and 12, and they just don't do as well because everybody's at work, etc., etc. I try to post them at 5 a.m. so like the people on the East Coast at, you know, they're seeing them still in the morning or early, and then by the time the West Coast gets up, it's probably already where they can see it. So it didn't get as many comments, but we really didn't have that many new arrivals yesterday. And I went through some older crates. That could be some of it as well. But we are looking for Red Hot Chili Peppers, Taylor Swift, Funkadelic, Sugar Hill Gang, Mad Season, Sugar Hill Gang again, Funkadelic again, Sticky Fingers, Tyler Childers, Riot, 2 different Ghost albums, Kiss Alive 3, and Weezer. So our first 45 of the night, was right here. And that first 45 of the night has 1 bid for $5. That's Teresa Brookshire on South Filthy. South Filthy. That has 1 bid for $5. That's going once, going twice. I do have another new box of singles over here. And the other new box of singles I have are right here. John's got me. I'm flipping through them right now. We got all kinds of buy it now singles. I'm going to go ahead and start figure out which ones we want to auctions, which ones we want to do buy it now. I'm getting to look at them right now for the first time. That's a good one. That's always a great auction. Mr. Elvis Presley. Disney Records, always a good auction. Those are pretty cool. That's always a great auction. That's a killer auction. That's an interesting one. All right. That's a good one. All right. We'll make that a buy it now. Let me go ahead and sort through some of these. Make that a buy it now. All right. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Here we go. We're officially, show is rolling. So South Filthy, final call on that. Is that Hank Williams Jr. going up for sale? It sold last night. I got to explain something to Gary Wellman. I was going to make sure Gary Wellman was watching. That was a sealed original copy that we sold last night. Okay? I got 2 Ozzy box sets delivered today. I haven't seen Ed. I haven't asked Ed either. Have you seen the other Ozzy box set? Did it come? Is this it right here? I bet this is it right here, isn't it? There's supposed to be one from one of our other distributors. Is this it? Okay, yeah. We got to blow the air horn for Deborah Devaney later. And then, yeah, so I got 2 from 2 distributors. And then I got 2 from the website. So the 2 I ordered from the website got delivered today as well. So, yep. I got the Ozzy box sets. I got 2 from the distributor, and I got 2 from the website. So the ones I got from the website, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I might keep one and then auction one at a later date and just see who wants it the most. Or I'll do something with it. Or I'm going to keep both of them. I don't know. All right, here, our next single is 38 Special. This is Fantasy Girl. 38 Special, very cool. I don't know if I've had that picture sleeve before. 38 Special and Honky Tonk Dancer. That's going to go up as well for a $7 start. I got some of our first 45 auctions right here. And then I have all kinds of LP auctions. Let me go ahead and grab our first Japanese pressing. Our first Japanese pressing is going to be, let's do one here. This looks like a good one. Styx Cornerstone. Can't go wrong with some Styx. Japanese pressing, Near Mint Minus and Pristine with Obi. Here we go. Vinyl is Near Mint Minus. It's going to go up for a $35 start. It has this really cool foil insert there with it that came with the original pressings. A little bit of humidity damage inside of the gatefold. Awesome thick gatefold jacket, $35 start on Styx. First thing we have in here is Prince, Solo Piano and Voice, One Night Alone. That's on purple vinyl for $33.99. Also Nirvana from the Muddy Banks of the Wichita, $46.99 on Nirvana. I've got 2 copies of Dirty Dancing. That's $28.99 for Dirty Dancing. Also Dr. Dre, Compton. Dr. Dre is $46.99. We have Queensryche Empire. Operation Mindcrime, $46.99 for Queensryche. I got another Prince. That's his debut called For You. That's $28.99. Trivium Ascendancy. Trivium is $39.99. And Sonic Youth Evole, $33.99 on Sonic Youth. Elvis from Elvis in Memphis, $39.99. And Foo Fighters, 2LP. Foo Fighters is $39.99. South Filthy is sold for $5, one bid. This is sold for one bid for $5, and that is sold to Teresa Brookshire. Thank you, that's sold. Next thing I have in here is AC/DC's Highway to Hell, $33.99. And then Marshall Bassett wants DD, and that was for Dr. Dre. Thank you, Marshall Bassett. Or that could be for Dirty Dancing. Let me know. I bet it was Dirty Dancing. And then Carmen Schartiger, let me know if you want Prince For You, or if you want Prince One Night Alone, or if you want both Prince. The 38 specials now at $11 with Brad Waits. Carmen Schartiger wants Prince For You, his debut here. That's not an easy OG record to get. Audio Slave, 2LP, $33.99. And Nirvana Live, 1988, Underground Club Seattle, $29.99 on that Nirvana bootleg. Our next auction is going to go up right now from the New Orleans collection. The Sirens Are Dead. The Sirens is going to go up for a $5 start. Also, we have Forrest Gump soundtrack, $44.99, 2LP. That is available. And Marshall Bassett's was for Dirty Dancing. I had a feeling that was for Dirty Dancing. Thank y'all. As always, we have two Forrest Gump soundtracks. Judas Priest, Defenders of the Faith, $33.99 on Judas Priest, Defenders of the Faith. We have Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power. That's the 2LP version, $49.99. Prince, that's live, $19.99. Tramps, New York City. Also, we have Metallica, Kill 'Em All. Jump in the Fire, Seek and Destroy. Pink Floyd, Paris, 1970. That's $29.99. Fiona Apple, that is $44.99. We have two copies of Fetch, the Bolt Cutters. And we also have her album Tidal. That's like an audiophile grade album there. $46.99, 2LP. 38 Special is officially sold for $11 to Brad Waits. The Sirens has one bid for $5. And as of right now, Styx does not have a bid. And that's a final call. Here's our other picture sleeve. Don't Go Breaking My Heart. That is Elton John and Kiki D. Elton John and Kiki D. And this is actually a UK single in a UK picture sleeve. Elton and Kiki. John and D. That's going to go up for a $7 start. Elton John and Kiki D. Don't Go Breaking My Heart. The Cure, live, Amsterdam, 1979, December 12th. Milkwig, Amsterdam. Tool, There's a Shadow Behind Me. That's a live Tool unofficial, $29.99. And Pink Floyd, this is the Dark Side of the Moon, 50th anniversary remaster, $38.99. Sirens has one bid for $5 of Teresa. Elton John has bids for $7. Elton John has a bid for $8. And yes, Bad Storms, I know. We're supposed to be under, some pretty severe, eye-opening stuff coming up. So I think that's going to start tomorrow afternoon. So hopefully we'll all be safe and sound. Here's our next auction, Night Ranger, Big Life. That's one I don't see as often. That's a $35 start, Night Ranger. It does have the book with it. Japanese pressing with obi. Not a gatefold, just a regular pocket sleeve. $35 start on that. Last thing we had was Kiki D was at 7, or Elton John, and then 9. And then Ryan Mustaine on Tool. That's sold to Ryan Mustaine. Thank you, Ryan Mustaine on Tool. Sirens is sold to Teresa for $5. No bid on Styx. It's a buy it now for $35. Styx is a buy it now for $35 if anybody wants this. It is a Japanese pressing, near mint minus and pristine with obi. Buy it now price is $35. I've been asked about Chad Magical Mystery Crates. As of right now, I don't have any Chad Magical Mystery Crates lined up for tonight. I didn't have enough time to pull anything out of the back. Laura will be delivering those, and they'll be priced. They'll be Laura Mystery Crates. She'll be actually marking stuff, and Laura's probably like, what are they talking about? Well, the last couple nights, especially last night, I've just went and brought up a bunch of sealed records that wasn't priced and kind of just priced them on the fly, and they turned out to be very successful. But Laura will be here tonight actually marking sealed records, and then we've got John, we got 4 crates of new stuff from John behind me. Brad gets sticks for $35. Thank you, Brad. You're going to get that for $35. Elton John's at 9. That's going once, going twice. Let's step over here and grab another 45 out of the New Orleans box. And the next one out of the New Orleans box is La Indication. La Indication. This is going to go up for a $5 start. La Indication. And I'll tell you one way we could do it. I guess I could just step to the back and go grab a whole box of sealed stuff that's like literally the box is sealed and bring it up here later tonight. Here's a new one right from the New Orleans backs, La Indication. That's going to go up for a $5 start. There's another one from the New Orleans batch there, La Indication. And if you miss this crate here, here's what's left in here. We have One Night Alone, Prince, also Nirvana, from the Muddy Banks of the Wichita, Dirty Dancing, Dr. Dre, also Queensryche, Prince for You. We got Trivium, Sonic Youth, from Elvis and Memphis. Great stuff here, $39.99. Wearing that Loved On look. Only the Strong Will Survive. That's a great Elvis album. His comeback stuff there. AC/DC, Foo Fighters, Audio Slave, Nirvana, Forrest Gump, Judas Priest, Pantera. We have Prince, Paris, Pink Floyd, 1970, Paris Theater, Metallica, Kill 'Em All, Fiona Apple, The Cure, Tool, and Pink Floyd. All right, final call to get a bid in on Night Ranger. Yeah, I think everybody had a great turnout last night. If you was on watching, I had some people say like this is probably this is like the best Thursday night I can ever remember. And I was like, wow. To me, it was just, I mean, it was a great night, but I guess I'm kind of numb to having so many consecutive, we've had so many great Thursday nights now and all these new records in, but everybody was like, Chad, this is like the best Thursday night I've ever seen. And I was like, wow, I'll take that as high praise. So thanks, everybody. Ozzy was definitely the artist of the night. Ozzy is extremely, I mean, I don't know, his stuff's at a pinnacle right now, I think. I think he's more popular right now than at any point in his career, probably. It's pretty incredible. The demand for his records, the demand for his OG records, these box sets. I mean, you just look at the way people's trying to buy his stuff and memorabilia. So, I think I need to run through this batch here. Yeah, there's some stuff that I still didn't have. This is not clear vinyl. I need to go through this crate here. Yeah, let me go through this crate. I still hadn't found the first thing from the flip video yet. Where's that at? Funkadelic, Chili Peppers, Mad Season. Okay, that must be, a lot of that's in this crate right here, I think. Yeah. Let me go ahead and read through this because some of this stuff in here has sold. Let me take this one off the table. 50th Anniversary's black vinyl, okay? Did I get Elton John? I'm about to find out. They're not done technically. I just had to take them off the table to move some crates around. I hadn't heard back from Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant technically hadn't set out. That's who I was waiting on. Chris Bryant, I'm about to put him back on the table. This is La Indication and Elton John here. Elton John, the last bid was Edwin Blom at 11, and before that was Chris Bryant at 10, and Chris technically has not set out yet, okay? Then La Indication has one bid for $5. We're about to sell that. I'm going to go ahead and make Night Ranger a buy it now. This is a $35 buy it now for Big Life. Japanese pressing of Night Ranger, and as of right now, 0 bid, and now it's a buy it now. And now there's a new bid on Kiki D for $35. Let's go through this bin one more time, or let's go through this bin. The Transformers soundtrack, $46.99. We have Jeff Buckley Grace, that's $33.99. Lead Belly's $29. CCR Willie and the Poor Boys, that's on yellow vinyl, $33.99. The Sugar Hill Gang, both of these are sold. One sold to Michael Fairchild. This is on red vinyl and it has Rappers Delight on it. One sold to Michael Fairchild and the other one is sold to Courtney Duncan. The other one there is sold to Courtney Duncan. Thanks, everybody. Robert, it's called Milk Crates Direct. I think somebody just shared the link. Tony Levin, bringing it down to the base. Tony Levin's $46.99. Cinderella, live at the Key Club. Live Cinderella there. That's always been a great seller for us. $33. White Zombies, $39. We have Hole, Courtney Love, Live Through This. That's $34. Also, Dream Theater, Images and Words. That's on clear vinyl, $33.99. We have Megadeth is $39.99. We got Scorpions for $46. Scorpions for $46. Massacre from Beyond is $38. Also, Velvet Revolver. We're down to 3 copies of that, $44.99. Night Ranger is sold to Brad Waits for $35. Teresa, I was pausing to sell you the indication, and your arch nemesis, Jim B, has bid against you. So Jim B has bid $6. Teresa, you're out. Now Elton John, Don't Go Breaking My Heart, is at 16 with Edwin Blom. Kiss, Music from the Elder, $39.99. Rammstein is $46.99. Soundgarden's $33. Darren Johnson Wants Whole, Courtney Love. That is sold to Darren Johnson. Soundgarden, Down on the Upside, $46. Taylor Swift Red is sold to Adrian Wimmer. Thank you, Adrian Wimmer. Let's make a note to order more of those because I put 2 copies up front and we sold both of them in the store on Thursday. So sounds like I need to order some more Taylor Swift records, of course. We have 9 Inch Nails, The Downward Spiral. That's $46.99. Radiohead OK Computer, $44. Red Hot Chili Peppers Uplift Mofield Party Plan, $33. King Gizzard's $33. Misfits is $33. Galaxy 500, $29. Red Hot Chili Peppers Live is sold to Adrian Wimmer. Thank you, Adrian Wimmer. That's sold to you. Teresa, you're out on the indication. The new high bid is $6. Jim B has it for $6. And Chris Bryant has Kiki D at $17. And then Soundgarden, the A-Sides, $46.99. Soundgarden, the A-Sides, that is at $46.99. So Elton John's at 16, now 17, and now 18. And the indication is at $6 with Jim B. And I'm about to put up a new Japanese pressing. Anybody else on anything in here, let me know. Lead Belly is called Huddy Ledbetter's Best. His guitar, his voice, his piano. That is $29.99. The complete album with 4 bonus tracks. That's $29.99. 9 Inch Nails is a 2 LP. Yes, The Downward Spiral. Halo number 8 originally came out in 1994. Remastered over 2 LPs, $46.99. David V wants a White Zombie. That's sold to David V, 63. Thank you, David V, 63. And here's what's left in here. Lead Belly, Soundgarden, Galaxy 500, Misfits, King Gizzard, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Radiohead, 9 Inch Nails, Soundgarden, also Soundgarden again, Rammstein, Kiss, Velvet Revolver, Massacre, Scorpions, Megadeth, Dream Theater, Hole, Cinderella, Tony Levin, CCR, Jeff Buckley, and Transformers. I must have lost Teresa. So I gave that plenty of time for her. I'll make sure, or plenty of time the first time, I'll make sure she is done on that, and then I'll go ahead and sell it to Jim B if there's no other bids. Final call on that. Let me bring over this other crate here. See, what is this box here? This is the crate. Okay, I know what this stuff is. And then I think I need to scroll over a crate here and do this one, okay? Now, Elton John's at 21. And Chris Bryant's out, okay? Let me put that right there. And she said, I said LA out. Okay. Well, weird. That never did come across my screen. Yeah, that never did come across my screen. There's where Jim B bid. And then I'm scrolling. And then I never did see where you bid again. Or never did say that. Okay? So Jim B gets Lindication for $6. Thank you, Jim B. That's so to you. And then Elton John is sold to Edwin Blom for $21. Next auction is going to go up right now. And this is a Disney storybook and record that I've never had before. This is The Grasshopper and the Ants storybook and record from Walt Disney. That's going to go up for a $7 start. $7 start on that. Soundgarden have Outshined on it. Outshined is going to be on the A-sides. This is like a greatest hits here. Soundgarden, this has Outshined on it. This is like a greatest hits here, the A-sides. That has Black Hole Sun on it. Spoon Man, Fell on Black Days. That is $46.99, 2 LP. That'd be the one to get there, especially if you want the hit and then the other hits on there as well. So there's the Grasshopper and the Ants. Let's go ahead and put up our next Japanese pressing. So far, David Waits is 2 for 2 on these. Let's go ahead and put up another one. And the next one, speaking of Elton John, is called Best 20. This is Elton John. It's a greatest hits compilation. It's going to go up for a $35 start. It's called Best 20. Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting. Danielle. Rocket Man is on here. All the Girls Love Alice, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Crocodile Rock, etc., etc. Elton John hits. $35 start on that. Does have a Japanese booklet. A little bit of humidity spots there on the cover, but not too bad. And the vinyl's nice. $35 start on Walt Disney. On Elton John. What is the Walt Disney? The Grasshopper and the Ant. Storybook and record. We already have a bid for $7. And then David V says he will take a Soundgarden Greatest Hits or A-Sides. That is sold to David V 63, $46.99. I've got one more in there if anybody else wants it. Ants already has a bid for $7. Now we're going to put up our next New Orleans single. And the next New Orleans single I'm going to pull out of the bottom of the stack is going to be Keck 66. Keck 66, How Many Times, and Land of Dreams. Keck 66, How Many Times, and Land of Dreams. That's going to go up for a $5 start. That's now up for bid. I'm going to read through this crate very quickly. I'm just kind of on the hunt for a few things. I've got Opeth Heritage for $54.99. Also Whiskey Myers Mud for $28. Joe Satriani Surfing with the Alien, $39. Halloween Walls of Jericho, $44. Pearl Jam Versus, $33. Soundgarden Screaming Live, $33. Chocolate Watch Band, $33.99. Casey and the Sunshine Band Now Playing, that's $28.99. Avril Lavigne's Greatest Hits is $39. Galactic Cowboys is $39. Misfits Legacy Brutality is $33. The Rolling Stones Exile on Main Street, Half Speed Master, $46. Freaky Styles, $33. And then Kiss Alive 3. I know somebody claimed one of these. This is sold to Joe Willinger, $49.99. We sold one the other night, and I have one copy left of Kiss Alive 3. Also, Guns N' Roses Greatest Hits. Guns N' Roses is really popular last night, too. All their stuff, including singles. That's their Greatest Hits, $46.99. Sticky Fingers was claimed. I know that was sold to Troy Overmeyer. Thank you, Troy Overmeyer. That's sold to you. Also, Alice in Chains Live Freak Show, 2LP red vinyl, $39.99. This Funkadelic is called Hardcore Jollies. This is sold to Courtney Duncan, and then already Alum Die said he wants on a waiting list. So let's put Alum Die on a waiting list for Funkadelic Hardcore Jollies. I'm also liking his comment to let him know that I have acknowledged that. We have the Very Best of ELO. That is $34.99. Whiskey Myers is sold to Gregory Roberts. Let me make sure I saw that in the corner of my eye over here. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. I left off with saying Disney was at 7, 8, 10, 10, 9, 11, 15, 15, 16, 18. Keck 66 has a bid for 5. Disney 20, 22, 23. All right, so Disney's at 23. The Grasshopper, that's Disney 23, now 24. Keck has a bid for 5. No one's bid on the Elton John compilation. $35 start. The Smiths Live. This is Markethal Hamburg, 1984. $34.99. The Pink Panther on pink vinyl is $28. And then Alice in Chains, Black Gives Way to Blue, $39.99. $39.99. I think the other claims are back here in this crate and in that other crate that Paul marked yesterday. So one more time, Alice in Chains, Pink Panther, The Smiths, ELO, Alice in Chains, Guns N' Roses, Kiss, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Rolling Stones, Misfits, Galactic Cowboys, Avril Lavigne, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Chocolate Watch Band, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, Halloween, Joe Satriani, and Opeth. I'm going to slide that crate right over here. So those are right here next to me, literally all night long. So if anybody decides you want anything in there, just let me know. Now, Elton John has bids for $35 and $35. No one else except Teresa has bid on Keck 66. She has that for $5, and we are about to sell it to her. We are about to sell it to her. It's early, but let's go ahead and try a handful of Buy It Now singles. These are all going to be $6.99. These are all going to be $6.99. Most of them are in picture sleeves. Bangles in your room. There's the bangles. We have the Fix, or We Ourselves, the Fix. The Righteous Brothers, He Will Break Your Heart. Also, we have Claude King, The Burning of Atlanta, and Brenda Lee, Just Behind the Rainbow. Some older picture sleeves in there as well. Those are all $6.99. There's some quick Buy It Now 45s. Now, this other crate was some stuff in case I posted that several things out of here have sold, at least a couple things, and I'm surprised the other ones hadn't as well. So let me breeze through these right quick and show some of these. I hear the price gun clicking over here next to me. That's Ed. He's helping us out by marking the 4 crates of new vinyl that came in. 4 crates of new vinyl came in, and he's working on marking those right now. We got all kinds of great new LP auctions. Has everybody hit the like button for me? By the way, Tracy Miller, you tied Dennis Daly on the Elton John. So his bid came in first. So he was first, then you tied him. So you're out on Elton John. Also, Tracy and Kelly both said out on Disney. That's when Brad Waits bid $26. And now there's no other bids on Keck. So Teresa gets that for $5. The Disney record here is sold to Brad Waits for $26. And now there is new claims over here. And I see a B, a Bangles, a Band, and a B, and a B. That must be all for the Bangles. So the Bangles is sold for $6.99, and that was to Pam Murray. And there was 3 people next, and that means nobody on Brenda Lee, Claude King, the Righteous Brothers, or the Fix. I'm going to put those right over here. Dennis is out on Elton John. Tracy has that for $38. Darren Wortman wants Halloween. Tear down these walls, or tear down these walls. Halloween Walls of Jericho. And Ryan wants a Pink Panther. That's a classic soundtrack. And then, Ryan, you were asking me earlier. I hadn't forgot about you. Yeah, the store's open on Thursday, 10 to 4. So if you're ever in the area and you want to stop in, that would be fantastic. Halloween is sold to Halloween is sold to Darren Wortman. And then Ryan Eaton wants the Pink Panther soundtrack. There's 1 Halloween left, and there's 1 Pink Panther left on pink vinyl. All righty. So let's run through this bin right quick. Very quickly here. First thing we have is Megadeth Dystopia. That's new and sealed for $36.99. Megadeth. Also, this is Horrendous Ontological Mysterium, $34.99. Riot Restless Breed. Riot Restless Breed was sold to Paul Conway. Thank you, Paul. That's sold to you. Orange vinyl. That's done. Also, we have Ripped to Shreds. That's on red vinyl, $24.99. And Charlie Griffin's Tika Talika. That is sealed for $34.99. Then we had Ghost here, and we still got 4 copies. This is Phantomine. This is sealed on tan vinyl. Ghost, and this first one here is sold to Ben Digert, and I've got 3 copies left if anybody else wants it. Elton John is sold for $38 to Tracy Miller. And now let's put up some new auctions. Let's revisit the Japanese crate over here. The next Japanese record I'm going to put up right now is another Night Ranger, and this one's a classic. This is Midnight Madness with Sister Christian. And let's put this up for a $35 start. The Obi's kind of like a cap that just sits here on the top. It was over here on the side, I guess wherever you want to put it. There it is, if you want it more traditionally there on the side. The vinyl is near mint minus and pristine, as you would expect. And it has the lyrics with it as well. Sister Christian, Motorin. And Ed's going to come over here and do a solo for... I caught him off guard there. His Sister Christian, $35 star. Brad Waits is already in. Ed looked at me like I had electrocuted him. Okay, next auction we have is Elvis Presley. This is going to go up for a $7 start. What a nice sleeve here for rubbernecking. Original orange label and nice vinyl. The King is going to go up for a $7 start. Mr. Elvis Presley, he's going to go up for a $7 start there. Night Ranger already has bids. And then our next one from the New Orleans batch here. Boy, this one looks interesting here. Dr. Explosion. This is going to go up for a $5 star. What a wild cover on that one. Dr. Explosion is going to go up for a $5 start. All righty, let's keep reading through here. I'm almost done pulling the pre-claims. We have Liturgy 93696. That is sealed for $39.99. Mad Season. Here's the Mad Season I was talking about. Now, there's a pre-order up in the group for a limited edition one. It's been pushed back. Katie Gomez got this copy. Thank you, Katie Gomez. That was our only copy. I can get more of these if you want one. However, there's a pre-order up for a new limited edition, but I don't know how many we're getting, and I don't know exactly when they're coming in. They've been pushed back. One of my distributors' websites completely took it down because I think they're only making like 2,000. Another record they're only making 2,000 of, and it's a huge demand. I think we've took 60 pre-orders in, so those should be coming in soon. I think they're numbered. Hopefully those all come in the 1st of April. I think it's now April 11th on those. Also, we have F'd Up, Year of the Ox. That's sealed for $16.99. Here's the other Ghost. This one was in Pira, and this is $29.99. That's also sold to Ben Digert. Thank you, Ben Digert. That's sold to you. That was my only copy of that one. Megadeth piece sales was $34. We have another Ghost. This is Prequel. I actually have 2 of these sealed at a great price of $36.99. Exodus is $49.99. And we have Motor Psycho, Kingdom of Oblivion, VG Plus, $29.99. So quick update on our auctions. The Night Ranger has bids for $35 and $40. Brad waits you out. Marshall has it for $40. Doctor has bids for $5 and now $6. Elvis does not have a bid. Looking for a $7 start on Elvis Presley. Our next singles are going to go up right now, and these are buy it nows for $6.99. These are all going to be buy it nows for $6.99. One of my favorite Beach Boys songs here, I Can Hear Music. The Beach Boys, $6.99. We have Dino, Desi, and Billy, 2 in the afternoon. Dr. John, Right Place, Wrong Time. Dr. John, Neil Sedaka, As Long As I Live in the picture sleeve. And then John and Vangelis, the friends of Mr. Cairo. That's John Anderson, of course, from Yes, with Vangelis. That was a big one there. $6.99. Those are all available. First come, first serve on those $6.99 45s there. First thing we have is a good neck adjustment. That felt great. Dr. Explosion was at $6. Night Ranger got a new bid for $45. And we have Darren Johnson wants a Ghost prequel. Thank you. And then we have Darren Wortman wants Dr. John. Wrong one there. That was Dr. John. So to Darren Wortman for $6.99. Then Tim Voldness. Then Ivan R. Chad, quick question. How much would an OG Mental Health signed by the whole band with certificate of authenticity? Well, first let me ask you this. Who is the certificate of authenticity from? Because if it's just some company, then it pretty much has no value. But if it's the right company, it could have quite a bit of value. It depends on who the letter of authenticity is from. Okay, so Night Ranger's now at $45. What is the Exodus? That's Persona Non Grata. That is $49.99. Persona Non Grata. Okay, let's go over here. And, I put these in the wrong place. Let me put them over here with the unsold stuff here. Okay, now we have Elvis. Nobody bid on Elvis, so the rubberneck and picture sleeve, wow. That's going to go up for a $7 buy it now. Rubbernecking, that's available if anybody wants it. Elvis Presley, that is buy it now for $7. Autograph Network. That has no meaning. So right now, that record doesn't have any value until it's properly authenticated. There's a good chance that those autographs are actually bad. So if you're looking to buy it, I wouldn't touch it unless it gets proper authentication. Night Ranger's at $45. That's with Marshall Bassett. And who has the other bid on that? Just making sure they're done. Brad Waite says he's out, so final call on that for $45. Jeremiah Stasich gets Elvis Presley. That's so to Jeremiah for $7. You need to get a certificate from JSA, PSA, or Beckett. Otherwise, it's not really worth anything until that's verified by one of 3 of those companies. Final call Night Ranger for $45. Okay? Mad Season, their upcoming auction. No, we sold a Mad Season out of a crate. This one right here. This Mad Season right here. And then I mentioned Mad Season, the pre-order for the new remastered limited edition. Doctor's at 10 and Night Ranger is about to be sold. Okay, and that was a crate actually from last night that I posted in the group. Just wanted to read through some more of that, and we sold some more out of there. That's good. And now it's time for our next single. This is one of James Brown's biggest songs. This is I Got You, I Feel Good. And it's a beautiful copy too. Look at that. I Feel Good. We all know that one. James Brown, $7 start. Unusually really high grade on that too. And then Tim Voldness put Sour, but he meant D out. That was on Doctor, so Teresa has that for 10. Now let's go ahead and sell Night Ranger. That's sold to Marshall Bassett for $45. Marshall is officially motoring with Night Ranger. Thank you. That is sold, okay? Y'all be surprised how many fake autographs are out there circulating with bad COAs. And I have several that we've been building up that got rejected, that literally we went to have authenticated from JSA, and they had like certificates and letters from other companies, and they were just straight up forgeries. So you got to be careful. We've got quite a batch over here that we're accumulating. I'm going to try to do something with them, like show y'all what to be aware of, et cetera, et cetera. But we've got quite a bit. I think there's actually some right in here. Let's see here. Yeah, they're right. I thought I had them on a shelf right here. Yeah. Yeah, here's some bad autographs. This is that's a fake Peter Frampton. It looks all real. Authenticated ink, has a sticker on it. That's a fake autograph. That's a fake Ted Nugent autograph. Looks all real. It's got stickers. Fake Ted Nugent. That's all fake Cheap Trick autographs. So you gotta be careful with stuff like that. There's 1 of 3 companies, and then you got to make sure that you know, the sticker matches and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So James Brown's at $10. Let's grab a new Japanese pressing. The next Japanese pressing we have here is one I don't get as often, George Harrison Extra Texture. George Harrison is a $35 start. This is Extra Texture. This is going to go up for a $35 start. The vinyl is near mint minus and pristine. It has the really cool original inner sleeve there. And then there's the Japanese insert. And then there's the cover and obi. That is a $35 start on George Harrison Extra Texture there. $35 start on that. And I think Dr. Explosion is going to be sold to Teresa for $10. Let's go ahead and sell that to Teresa for $10. Thank you. James Brown's at $11. I Feel Good. And next thing is our next Japanese pressing. This is, well, since we're doing George Harrison, let's go ahead and do Paul McCartney. This is a $35 start on Paul McCartney. McCartney 2. $35 start. And this is going to go up right now. $35 start. Has the Japanese insert with it. Has a inner sleeve. You can see a little bit of humidity staining on that one. Gatefold with obi. Nice McCartney 2. $35 start. All right, let's grab another new crate. What haven't I pulled from our video here? Just a couple things back here. I'm going to go ahead and pull these. Tyler Childers for $19.99. Make sure these go in for $19.99. $19.99. Tyler Childers. I have 4 copies left if anybody wants it. Tyler Childers, $19.99. That's sold to Justin Garrett. I have more left if anybody else wants it. And then Kyle Tucker wants a Weezer Pinkerton. Weezer Pinkerton, which is right here. And this is sold to Kyle Tucker. R.K. Tucker. That's sold to R.K. Tucker. Weezer Pinkerton. That is sold to R.K. Tucker. And I think that got everybody from the flip video. So thanks everybody who watched that earlier. I didn't post it till noon. I actually expect more comments as people watch it and it hits their feed. Most people expect them in the morning. I kind of got sidetracked with that. So sorry about that. Okay, and I think it's time for, see what time is it? 6:21. Ed, did he just get done marking the new vinyl? Ed just got done marking the new vinyl. How about we show the new vinyl then? Let's go ahead and go straight into some of the new stuff, including new Funkos here. Wow, these are killer Funkos, aren't they? Wow, look at these. Let's go ahead and show our newest new stuff here. Thank you, Ed, for marking this. And got some killer Funkos here from Star Wars. So these will be really popular. I mean, these are one of the coolest Funkos I've seen come through in a while as far as new stuff here. And this is $14.99. And this is Boba Fett. And this is one of those like alternate box type deals. Really cool there. Boba Fett. Baba. I've been a bad habit. I said Baba for years. And then Tanner, I think one of the first times he heard me say that, he's like, that's Boba. And I was like, okay, I can live with that. Even though I'd heard it on the movies and stuff. That's $14.99. $14.99. What a cool Funko there. Look at the artwork on that one. Very, very cool. That is $14.99. And we have 6 of them. I have 6 of those if anybody wants one. All right, there was a question about JSA. How long does it take? Letter, if they're doing a letter, Lonesome Loser, that's like a 60 to 90 day type deal. JSA has to do letters. They have to do, they have to have notarized, notary the public. The CEO signs off on them. And they have to have them drawn up and do all that. So those take a while. If you have something that requires a letter, it takes a long time to do it, like 60 to 90 days. James Brown is officially sold to Calvin Ward for $12. Thank you, Calvin, there on James Brown. I got you. I feel good. That is sold for $12. Final call to get a bid on McCartney or Harrison for $35. Final call for $35 on each of those. And let's go ahead and sell Scott Markheim a Boba Fett. Boba Fett is sold for $14.99 to Scott Markheim. If anybody else wants one, let me know. We have new sealed stuff here to do. New sealed stuff. Scott says he'll take another one. So I have 4 left if anybody else wants a Boba Fett. This is new. These are new, as in new. 769, like new releases. 769. Looks like they're doing a series with Boba, a Clone Trooper 5s, and Kylo Ren. That should be very cool. I'll try to be on the lookout for those other ones. I'll make sure I have them pre-ordered. How about we go ahead and put up our next single? And oh boy, speaking of a next single, right here's a great one. Take a look at this. It's nice too. It's a German picture sleeve for Led Zeppelin, 4 sticks and Black Dog. And take a look at the picture sleeve here. Wow, $20 start on Led Zeppelin. I love it has from the album with their symbols. Awesome pictures there. German, Led Zeppelin, rock and roll in 4 sticks. A German single picture sleeve. $20 start on that. That's now for bid. Harrison has a bid for $35. Looking for a $35 start on McCartney. Our next New Orleans single is The Liars. The next New Orleans single is The Liars. And this is a $5 start. The Liars. $5 start on that. All righty. Let's go through this bin here. Speaking of them, here they are. Good times, bad times. New and sealed. I was actually out of stock, and I was like, nope, can't let that happen. We got to have Led Zeppelin 1 in stock. $33.99. That's new and sealed. 180 gram. Jimmy Page remaster. Cinderella is $38.99. Yeah, we can take this binder of Gone with the Wind photos out. I'm going to try to auction this tonight. I have a binder of Gone with the Wind photos. I had a feeling somebody might want them. We have the best of 311 or 311's greatest hits. 311's greatest hits is $36.99. That's a Gatefold 2 LP. And Muse Absolution. Now, I'm pretty sure from my memory, Eric Fisher was on a waiting list. So let me go ahead and pull this for him, and then I'm going to go get my laptop and double check it. But that is $39.99, and I have 1 extra copy. Eric Fisher was on a waiting list for that. Led Zeppelin has bids for $22. George Harrison, I'm going to go ahead and sell that for $35 then to Tracy Miller. Thank you, Tracy. That's sold to you for $35. And then McCartney's going to be a $35 buy it now. McCartney is a $35 buy it now. Liars has 1 bid for $5. Led Zeppelin's at $22. Alvo Dabney wants a 311 greatest hits. And McCartney's a buy it now for $35. This is McCartney. This is McCartney 2, Japanese pressing on this. And we have this for $35. Oh, the world would crash and burn if we didn't have Led Zeppelin in stock. It would. It would just make me sad. Hey, how about new and sealed copies of Diary of a Madman? We sold some OGs last night. Here is a new and sealed copy, $33.99. Tracks on Muse. Muse has Intro, Apocalypse Please, Time is Running Out, Sing for Absolution, Stockholm Syndrome, Falling Away with You, Interlude, Hysteria, Blackout, Butterflies and Hurricanes, The Small Print, Endlessly, Thoughts of a Dying Atheist, and Ruled by Secrecy. There we have it. And we have Massive Attack. Fred Cardinale was on a waiting list for that. Does anybody else want a copy? That's Massive Attack. And that one is called, what is this one called? Blue Lines. Blue Lines. That is sold to Fred Cardinale. He was on a waiting list. If anybody else wants one, let me know. How about Led Zeppelin Coda? $36.99. Tracy Miller does want Muse. Muse is sold out again. Thank you, Tracy Miller. Paul McCartney's a $35 buy it now. Let's go ahead and put up a random auction that Laura just brought. How about a 1976 OG pressing of David Bowie's Station to Station? 76 US OG Station to Station. $35 start. No condition notes on the vinyl. You know what that means? It is nice. And it has the original inner sleeve, which is right here. And that's going to go up for a $35 start. Next is 2 copies of Eazy-E. Easy Does It. Eazy-E is $34.99. And Rat Out of the Cellar with the lenticular cover. Splatter vinyl, $49.99 on Rat Out of the Cellar. Out of the Cellar. All right, let's do some buy it now 45s here. We've already done a couple handfuls. Let's do some other ones here for $6.99. The first one I have for $6.99 is Dolly, The River Unbroken, Joe Cocker promo, Civilized Man, Bobby Darin, You Must Have Been a Beautiful Baby. How about Dee Sharp? That's an early one there. Rock Me in the Cradle of Love, Righteous Brothers, Just Once in My Life, And Parveer and the Raiders, Good Thing and Undecided Man. Those are all $6.99. I'm going to mute my mic one more time. All right. So, back up at the top. I remember leaving off by saying Led Zeppelin was tied at 26 and 26. Liars was at 7. Tracy got Muse. Liars is at 8. Led Zeppelin 28. Chad, best Zeppelin record. I don't have it. If you could pick one, what's the best one? Oh my gosh. David Bowie 35. David Tate put D.O. I bet he meant D.P. for Dolly Parton. That's so to David Tate for $6.99. Todd offered $30 for McCartney. Todd, I'm going to sell you McCartney for $30. Thank you, Todd. That is so to you. And then Led Zeppelin has a new bid for $30. David Bowie 36. And these are all still available if anybody wants them. The beginner Led Zeppelin record. Oh my gosh. You can't ask me that. You just pick any of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 houses, physical. I mean, I wouldn't turn somebody on to probably Into the Outdoor or Coda for their first time. Or Coda's not really one of their albums, but probably anything 1 through the first 6. You just pick one. Probably not 3 either. 1, 2, 4, House the Holy or Physical Graffiti. Just pick one. Hellraiser is $36.99. Hellraiser is $36.99. D'Angelo, we had a waiting list on this. Let me go get my laptop for that. D'Angelo is $36.99. If you put on and listen to Led Zeppelin 4, you would think you're listening to a greatest hits album. So, let's go over here. Let me get the pre-list. Okay, D'Angelo. Let me find the wait list for this. D'Angelo, Troy Robinson. Yep. D'Angelo, Troy Robinson, Massive Attack, Fred Cardinale. I've already pulled all those. Thank you and thank you. And we've already pulled something else too out of here. It was Muse, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was Muse. Let me do that right quick. Muse. Yeah, okay, Eric Fisher. Troy Robinson on this one. Okay, there's that. And now let's update where we're at on everything else. So quick update. This is an OG David Bowie Station to Station. Patrick Fu has it for $39. Now it's at $41 with Troy Overmeyer. We have Led Zeppelin Rock and Roll. Led Zeppelin has a high bid of $31. That's Rock and Roll and 4 sticks. Rock and Roll and 4 sticks. That has got a high bid of $31. And then Liars, the last bid that came in on Liars was Teresa at $8, and Tim Volness went out. So Teresa got Liars for $8. So honestly, though, if I was asked for sure, I would tell somebody to listen to Led Zeppelin 2. I would tell somebody to go listen to Led Zeppelin 2. I think it's the first one you should put on. If you've never listened to Led Zeppelin before, that'll give you a good all-around experience. You get the soft side, you get the hard side, you get the awesome drumming, the awesome bass work, incredible vocals, incredible guitar work. That is the go-to album. Portishead, Tom Colino. You was on a waiting list for Portishead. I've got one left for $44.99 if anybody else wants it. And then speaking of them, here is Led Zeppelin Into the Outdoor, $33.99. David Bowie's at $41. And then Led Zeppelin was a final call to Calvin for $31. Okay? There's that. And let's go ahead and grab a new Japanese pressing. The next Japanese pressing is going to go up right now. And this is, what is this one right here? Here we go. Now, this one definitely should get a bid. We have Paul McCartney Ram. This is going to go up for a $35 start. Amazing. $35 start on Paul McCartney Ram. Has the lyric insert and the inner sleeve there. Gatefold, and this is a nice copy. Ram. $35 start there on McCartney. So the Led Zeppelin Rock and Roll and 4 sticks German picture sleeve here is sold to Calvin for $31. Troy had David Bowie for $41. And the bid before Troy at $41 was Patrick Fu. and he's out, so we're about to sell Bowie for $41. If anybody wants anything in here, let me know. And I think we sparked a Led Zeppelin discussion because this is full of Led Zeppelin restocks. Full of Led Zeppelin restocks here. First one is their self-titled debut for $33.99. We have Cinderella, Long Cold Winter, $38.99. Greatest Hits of 311, $36.99. Ozzy, Diary of a Madman, Flying High Again, $33.99. Led Zeppelin Coda is $36.99. Eazy-E is $34. We have Rat Owl the Cellar for $49. Hellraiser is $36.99. That's on colored vinyl. Also, their final studio album, In Through the Outdoor, they've actually released this just like it came out in the brown paper bag, $33.99 on that. David Bowie is sold, and that's sold to Troy Overmeyer for $41. Achilles' Last Stand. I'd say that is probably the most epic of all Led Zeppelin songs. Sean Fairweather. Sean's probably about to leave the sale if we don't stop talking about Led Zeppelin. He's actually a closet fan. He probably walk in his house. He's probably got like pictures of the bare-chested Robert Plant all over his walls. Not that I do or anything. First thing we have is the Thunder Boys. This is going to go up for a $5 start. The Thunder Boys. This is from the New Orleans collection. $5 start on the Thunder Boys. That's now up for a $5 start. And we have Kraftwerk. Kraftwerk. And this is going to go up for a $7 start. Kraftwerk, and this is the Autobahn. The Autobahn. This is going to go up for a $7 start. Here's what we have left in here. Zeppelin, Portishead, Hellraiser, Rat, Eazy-E, Led Zeppelin, Ozzy, 311, Cinderella, and Led Zeppelin. Okay? There we have it. Thunder Boys. Paul McCartney has one bid for $35. One bid for $35. Laura is bringing me a bottle of water. That's exactly what I needed. Thank you. Didn't get a blue juice today, unfortunately. So, okay. So let's go back over here and see if John actually has a check and bish. He told me all the stuff from this big haul that Paul just got was all really clean, and I think y'all have seen that the last couple nights. So we haven't had like a check condition bin in like 3 or 4 shows. He's like, they're all nice records. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine with me. I mean, we don't have to put out check condition stuff. So all these are just really nice records. No condition notes on these. And we're about to go ahead and go through them right now. I'm going to take a quick peek at this crate. And then I'm going to take a quick peek at this crate and figure out which one I want to do. I'm leaning towards this one right here, the second one I'm flipping through. So let me go ahead and grab it. And let's do it right here. Alrighty. Yeah, let's do this bin right here. Okay. Here we go. New vintage stuff right now. Let's do it. New vintage stuff. Okay. Kraftwerk, no bid yet at 7. Thunder Boys has one bid for 5, and we're about to sell Paul McCartney for $35. Don't forget, we got a new Funko in, and it's this one right here. Boba Fett, number 769. There's 3 more crates of new vinyl to go through, including other restocks and waiting list and other items of that nature. Let me see what else is over here. Yeah, there's 3 more. Is there another Funko? Yeah, here's the other Funko, actually. Is this the other one? Oh, yeah, here's these 2. I bet Scott will want these, and somebody else might want this one as well. Here are the other ones. Let me see what I got here. Here we go. Scott, I have maybe made your night complete. The other ones have already come in. So there's Boba Fett. And then here is Kylo Ren from that same series. There's Kylo Ren from that same series. And we have Clone Trooper 5s. So that's more from that series there. Those are $14.99. We've sold 2 Boba Fetts. And there's those there. Okay, so let's go through some new vintage stuff. First thing we have is the Fix Phantoms. $24.99 on the Fix. Looks like there's some sticker residue. The vinyl is fantastic. $24.99 on the Fix. Sammy Davis Jr. and Count Basie. These are all new vintage arrivals. Price is marked. $9.99 for Sammy Davis Jr. and Count Basie. Also, Hooters, Nervous Night. Hooters is $14.99. I think we sold one of those last night, like one of the last things we sold. There's another copy for $14.99. The Mamas and Papas, California Dreamin', that's $12.99. Paul Simon, Live in Concert, Live Rhymin' Simon, $19.99. And Carly Simon Spy, $9.99. Tony Lewis gets Sammy Davis Jr. Dustin Whitaker was second. We have also the Thunder Boys, just one bid for $5. That's sold to Teresa. And now Craftwork, the Autobahn, that has got two bids for $7 and $7. The first $7 bid was Travis Wade. So Sean, you're out. And then Stephen Riley, it's Craftwork Autobahn. Also, Todd Doris, you were outbid on McCartney. So there's a new bid on McCartney for $38, just FYI. Teresa Brookshire got the Mamas and Papas. That's sold to Teresa Brookshire. Janet wants the Boba Fett and the Fives. So Clone Trooper 5s and Boba Fett. Those are sold to Janet Gray, $14.99, $14.99. And I still got Boba Fett's, and that leaves Kylo Ren there and more Stormtroopers. So I have more of those if anybody else wants one. Santana Moonflowers, $34.99. Leo Kotke's, $14.99. Also Chicago 16, just $9.99. And Robert Palmer Clues in shrink with a hop sticker contains the hit Johnny and Mary. That's $19.99. Todd's out on the Paul McCartney. All right. And then Ram, it looks like it's going to be a final call then to Matthew Cabot. And we're still tied on that Craftwork, so I'm about to sell that for $7. Let's go ahead and sell Michael Wood, the Hooters, and let's sell Bob Reiger, the Chicago. And Terry Gearhart, you were second on Chicago. Let me grab a new handful of 45s to do for $6.99 buy it now. But the first thing I'm going to do is grab some here for a buy it now or for auction. Let me do that right here. Here's Tone Loc. Tone Loc is going to go up for a $7 start. That's Funky Code Madonna. That is going to go up for a $7 start. Madonna sounds better. $7 start on Tone Loc. That is going to go up for bid right now. Here are some buy it nows for $6.99. We have Rick Springfield, Don't Talk to Strangers. Lionel Richie, that's Deep River Woman. And also we have, that one's pretty cool. Marshall Crenshaw, Little Wild One, number 5. Pat Benatar, Fire and Ice on Pat Benatar. And Leslie Gore, Just Let Me Cry. Those are all $6.99. Got some cool ones coming up here for auction. Anti-Flag, Duran Duran from James Bond, etc., etc. Let me clear up what we have here. Medina. It is Medina. Okay. Medina. So we have Terry second on Chicago. Tone Loc has a bid for 7. Craftwork has a new bid for 8. Calvin Ward on Rick Springfield. You can tell I've never listened to the song before. Calvin Ward on Rick Springfield. Thank you, $6.99. Tone Loc 10. Tone Loc 10. Calvin wants Pat Benatar for $6.99. Travis Wade got Leslie Gore for $6.99. Brad's out on Tone Loc. That leaves Marshall Crenshaw, Lionel Richie. That also means Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney is sold for $38 to Matthew Cabot. Thank you, Matthew. That's sold to you. Tone Loc's now at 15. And there was another question that just popped up, I think. What was that other question that just popped up? Oh, what's the other side? What's the flip side? Okay, give me 1 second on that. We got Tone Loc, Funky Code Medina, and Instrumental. It's double-sided. And then Craftwork has a new bid for 8. So whoever that first bidder was on Craftwork, you have been outbid. Just FYI, okay? Next thing we have Ian Hunter Live. That's $29.99. Welcome to the club. Also, the Human League Hysteria. This has the hop sticker on the front, and it's a gold stamp promo. That's $24.99. And Ian Hunter, short back and sides. Ian Hunter, that one's not autographed. We had one pop up the other night, and it was actually autographed. $14.99. The Honey Drippers is $24.99. And Honeymoon Suite. So Honey Drippers and Honeymoon Suite. Those are available there. We got Craftwork, and Craftwork is a final call for 8. Tone Loc's a final call for 15. Let's grab a new LP over here from the actual stuff that Laura has prepared tonight, not just from the Japanese bin. And how about David Allan Coe's Greatest Hits? This is a 1980s U.S. reissue. No exact year given. Barcode likely indicates early 80s. David Allan Coe's Greatest Hits is going to go up for a $35 start. DAC is going to go up for a $35 start. Tone Loc has a bid for 10. The bid's already at 15 with Ziggy Chaos. already at 15. Next is the Best of Carly Simon. That's $9.99. And then this is a really cool box set here. This is $99.99. It is a, let's see here. Are these 2 LPs? I think these are 7 double albums. Yeah. This is a 14 LP box set of the best of Atlantic rhythm and blues, 1947 to 1974. 186 songs, 14 discs, 7 double albums. That's that complete set archived into one box. Not bad whatsoever at $99.99. Wow. 14 albums. If they were to produce that today, what would that cost? $399.99? Probably. Tone Loc is a final call. David Allen Co. 3535. Robbie Woods wants the Best of Carly Simon. That is sold to Robbie Woods. Also, Nancy in London. And Nancy's in shrink wrap. Beautiful tricolor steamboat label. That is $34.99. And Al Jarreau Breaking Away. Al Jarreau is $9.99. It has the original inner sleeve. Also, the Fix Walkabout. The Fix is $26.99. So Kraftwerk is sold for $8, and $8 is going to Adam Bullock. Thank you. Tone Loc is sold for $15. That's sold to Ziggy Chaos for $15, and now David Allen Co's at $40. Jason put Nancy. That's sold to Jason Boxell. The condition. There's no condition notes on any of the discs. The box has some shelf wear and spine wear, so it has some dings on the boxes, but there's no condition notes on the disc. They're all EX Plus or better. $99.99. David Allen Co's at $40. Our next auction is going to go up right now. This is Duran Duran from the James Bond movie, A View to a Kill. Very cool single here. Duran Duran, A View to a Kill. Duran Duran, Roger Moore's last film as Bond. $7 start on that. Gary said sold. Thank you, Gary. This is sold to you, okay? Let me set these sold Funkos over here, and I'm about to take them to the operations room before we have a spiel, okay? So thank you, Gary, on the box set purchase. Terry Gearhart wants Al Jarreau, and let's take these in here. So we got Boba Fett. I want Scott Markheim's back on. Scott Markheim, I do have Kylo Ren and the Stormtroopers. I'm going to set these in here right quick. Hadn't shown any Funkos in a while, probably because I'm not up front anymore. All of the Funkos are up on shelves in the store and like on the sales showroom floor, and we just never, I'm never up there anymore to pull any off and show them to anybody. So our Funko sales have went down just because I'm not around them anymore. But we got plenty of them. I don't order as many anymore for that reason either. I'm going to try an auction just because it's been laying around forever, but I hadn't tried it. So from Fred Goodwin's collection, I found this incredible collection of vintage and some modern prints of Gone with the Wind. But do y'all know those press kits we get sometimes from Fred Goodwin's collection? They're press kits which included photos from Gone with the Wind or from various movies. What am I trying to say here? Fred had all those press kits, which included like actual press photos from Gone with the Wind. And you can see these are, of course, Gone with the Wind came out in the 30s, but they reissued Gone with the Wind several times. Gone with the Wind was released in the 60s. Gone with the Wind was released in the 50s, the 60s, and I think they reissued it even in the 70s, as you can see dated here. But these are actual press photos from Gone with the Wind, the different variations of re-releases. So really cool set here. There is some like modern, like just straight copies, but a lot of them are actual, you know, documented press photos from archival, from all the archival stuff Fred Goodwin collected. And there's a lot. And some of these in here, like I said, I'm pretty sure they're from either the 50s reissue or that's from the 67. And it looks like at one time these were archived in the Tennessee Library. You'd see it's dated there. So really cool set. There is a ton of vintage photos here, all from Gone with the Wind, and it's all in this binder. Now, when I was flipping through it, I was hoping something would be autographed. And I didn't find any autographs. I was looking for some autographs, but no luck. Fred had binders like this, and what would happen, you would open them up and you would find autographs. Like we flipped through one earlier and or a few weeks ago, and it had all kinds of signed photos from Robert Duvall and Val Kilmer and Clint Eastwood, just like this. You see, looks like it's signed. But what's left in here is all prints. So this entire box is going to go up for, or this entire binder is going to go up for $125 start. So everything in here is $125 start. All these Gone with the Wind photos. So not for sure if anybody's interested in that, but it's up for auction, okay? $125, that entire binder. Next is Mind Games, John Lennon. This is $24.99. John is in shrink wrap, $24.99. Duran Duran's at $10. David Allen Coe's at $50. Brad Waits, you're out, and he says he's done. So final call on David Allen Coe. Loverboy, Keep It Up. This is $19.99. And the Beach Boys, 15 big ones. The Beach Boys is available. This is $19.99. No condition notes on that. Also, Men at Work Cargo's $24.99. Did I get any women and children first? I did not get any women and children first. No, I didn't. Brad Waits on Loverboy. That's sold to Brad Waits. And we have GTR. GTR is $24.99. GTR is $24.99. Terry got Loverboy. The Gone with the Wind photos does have a bid for $125. Duran Duran's out, so we're about to sell Duran Duran and David Allen Coe. Paul Simon, One Trick Pony is $19.99. Paul Simon, and we have Robert Palmer, $19.99. Bad Case of Loving You, first track on that one. That always seems to be the very popular one there. Next from the New Orleans collection is Digital Leather. Digital Leather is going to go up for a $5 start. Digital Leather, that's going to go up for a $5 start. Robert Palmer sold to Gary Wellman. Thank you, Gary. That is sold to you. And then Ziggy Chaos wants Human League from earlier. That's sold to Ziggy Chaos. Thank you as always. Let's go ahead and sell Duran Duran then. That is sold to Brad Waits for $10. View to a Kill. David Allen Coe is sold for $50. And that's sold to Adam Bullock. Thank you on that. There's our next New Orleans single. That was Digital Leather. That has a bid for $5. And then one more look here. This binder, this collection of Gone with the Wind is $125 start, and we do have a bid. Didn't show some of these ones in the front closer, but most of them are official, kind of press photos from various press kits. Some are like straight up copies, and then others are actual press releases. That does have a bid for $125. Next single is Anti-Flag, The Bright Lights of America. This is going to go up for a $7 start, and I'm So Sick of You. This is a $7 start, Anti-Flag. Let's put that right there. And we have more new vintage arrivals in this bin. Also, Pat Benatar, Precious Time. Pat is $14.99. $1 million weekend with the Ventures. Boy, that's a nice jacket and nice vinyl. That's overall a really clean copy of that. $9.99. Another nice Nancy Sinatra with a hop sticker, including Jackson. Boy, look at that one. Another tricolor Steamboat. That one's in stereo, $34.99. Simply Red, Men and Women. Simply Red is $19.99, Shrink and Hop. And Phantom Rocker and Slick. Phantom Rocker and Slick is $19.99. Does have a sticker there on the cover. We have Digital Leather. What is the name of the song? She Had a Camel Toe and Abrasion. That has one bid for $5. Anti-Flag, we're looking for a $7 start. And we have Robbie Woods on V. And V was for the Ventures. And Jason Boxell on Nancy Sinatra. That is sold to Jason Boxell. And let's go ahead and swap out crates, because this one has gotten really full. Let me go do this right now. This crate has already filled up extremely quickly. That's amazing. All right, when I come back with a new crate, I'm also going to go ahead and sell the Gone with the Wind photos unless there's a new bid. Let me do that right now. Let me grab a new empty crate. I need to go get some ice. And first thing we have is Rolling Stone Still Life and Shrink Wrap. That's $34.99. Also Heart, Babe Lestrange. Heart is $19.99. Babe Lestrange, that's $19.99. And Hall & Oates, Whole Oats. That one doesn't come through as often. $29.99 on Hall and Oates, okay? Now, Teresa gets digital leather for $5. Anti-flag, no bid. It's a $7 buy it now. And the Gone with the Wind photos are sold to Stephen A. Young for $125. Thank you, Stephen A. Young. That is sold to you for $125. Appreciate that. Sold to Stephen A. Young. I wouldn't have been surprised if it didn't get a bid, but if those would have brought like $480, I wouldn't have been surprised either. So go back to the top. I said I'd take PB, but Restream over-oasted it. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and pull it to you right now. That's sold. David Rubush, you were second on the Ventures. Next auction is going to go up right now. This is the Rolling Stone Sticky Fingers. And boy, this looks like a nice one. This is an OG. This is a 1971 U.S. Phillips press. This is clean with a nice jacket. Rolling Stones is going to go up for a $45 start. This is EX edition. There's the typical marks. You see those marks on that second to last track there? That's very common because of the zipper wear. Very common. So even if you have like one open, if you were to find an OG sealed copy of this, and you were to open it, it would probably still have those marks. So I don't know if there is an actual OG that has near mint minus grade attached to it. It would be quite rare. A little bit of a fraying right there, but I think I fixed it. That little flap was coming up, but it just needs to be laid down and then probably put into a sleeve for a while. That's going to go up for a $45 start, and it has a nice jacket. That's going to go up for a $45 start. Next is Jason said his Pat Benatar didn't show up, and Mike Owen said his Simply Red didn't show up. Okay, I've got y'all taken care of there. The last 5 records was Hall & Oates, Heart, Rolling Stones, Phantom Rocker and Slick, Paul Simon, and GTR. If y'all claimed those and I didn't pull them yet, you might want to send it again. The Brandos is $14.99, and Jack Bruce Band is $19.99. A-Rod's already on the Stones at $45. Our next auction is going to go up right now, and our next auction is Bob Dylan, Knock Knock Knocking on Heaven's Door, a promo, Columbia, double-sided. Dylan's a $7 start, Knocking on Heaven's Door. And we also have Pat Benatar, Hit Me With Your Best Shot. That's also going to go up for a $7 start, okay? Here are some Buy It Now 45s. So those are auctions and auctions. This next batch is going to be Buy It Now. We have All Time Country and Western, an EP with Kitty Wales, Patsy Cline, Walking After Midnight, $6.99. The Beach Boys, Wild Honey. Bill Dill and the Rondales, I've Been Hurt, in the picture sleeve. Michael Jackson, Rock With You, wow, just $6.99. And Rise Against, Re-Education Through Labor. We auctioned one of those the other night. There's another one for $6.99. So All Time Country and Western, Beach Boys, Bill Deal, Michael Jackson, and Rise Against. Let's show some more LPs. The very best of Lovin' Spoonful. Do You Believe in Magic? $14.99. Nice, clean copy there. Do You Believe in Magic? The Four Seasons, recorded live on stage on VJ. That's $12.99. We have Peter Frampton, I'm In You, shrink wrap and hop sticker, $9.99 on Peter Frampton. And we have Little Feat, Hoy Hoy, $29.99. So update, we had a bid on the Rolling Stones for $45. We had a bid on Pat Benatar for $7 and then $10. And then we also had a bid on the Rolling Stones for $60, right? Yeah, I think there was, a Mark Fallon bid $60 on the Rolling Stones. And then over here, we had, wait one second. We had Jason Boxell on BB for Beach Boys. That's so to Jason Boxell, BB. Mark Fallon on Jack, and I think that was for Jack Bruce in here. And then Kelly was first on Michael Jackson, then Jason Thomas, then Brad Faust. Pat Benatar, 11. Darren got Rise Against for $6.99. Eddie Gutt next on Michael Jackson. PF was Peter Frampton, sold to Jason Boxell. LS for Bill Samus. LS was the Lovin' Spoonful, sold to Bill Samus. Fred Morris on Four Seasons. And we have Pat Benatar at 12, okay? I could have swore I seen somebody bid 60 on the Rolling Stones. Did I miss something? I might have missed something there. He said no. What happened here? Jack. Okay, so Michael. Oh, Jackson. Okay, my bad. He didn't want Jack Bruce. His Jack was for Michael Jackson. Aha. Okay, but now am I crazy or did you bid 60 on the Rolling Stones? So no claim on Jack Bruce, and we need to change Michael Jackson. That one was probably auction worthy. This is sold to Mark Fallon. He was first at Jack, and he wanted Michael Jackson. Okay, sorry about that. Now, Pat Benatar's at 12. Nobody bid on Bob Dylan, so he's a buy it now for $7. A-Rod, you're out on the Rolling Stones. Mark Fallon has that for $60. That leaves Bill Deal and the all-time country and western performances. That's on the official label, Decca, with Patsy Cline on there. That's pretty cool, of Walking After Midnight. All right, and we also have Styx, Pieces of 8. Styx is $19.99, and ELO Discovery. Nice. ELO Discovery, $19.99. So waiting A-Rod's word on that. Now, Calvin, you're out on Pat Benatar, and now we need our next New Orleans single. And our next New Orleans single is going to come from a new handful, if I can get them out of here. Let me grab a new handful out of here. And our next New Orleans single, boy, take a look at this one. This is the kind of New Orleans single I'm looking for here. And this is Scuba Scuba, the Revelios. Scuba Scuba, the Revelios. That's going to go up for a $5 start. Scuba Scuba. That's the kind of New Orleans single I like to pull out of here. Mark Fallon's Jack was first. He put Jack, and then then MJ, then MJ, then MJ, and then another MJ, then another MJ. His Jack was first. Pat Benatar's at 12 of Jason Thomas, and this is going to go up for a bid for $5, okay? And now, Rolling Stones is a final call for $60. A-Rod says he's out on that. All righty, so that is our next New Orleans single. What a cool picture sleeve on that one. Let me grab another handful out of here and see what's coming up first. Let's do some buy it nows for $6.99. We have first for $6.99. We have Tanya Tucker. This is Love Me Like You Used To in the picture sleeve. We have the Beach Boys Melody. Willie Nelson, Would You Lay With Me in a Field of Stone. Eric Carmen, The Rock Stops Here. And we have Nazareth promo, This Flight Tonight, double-sided, $6.99. Those are all available. Those are all available there. Okay. Now, Revelos, the Revelos, the Ravellos, the Ravellos, the Ravellos. Pat Benatar was at 12. I think Calvin said he's out. And now let's tag these for $6.99. Scuba is at 10. How about we call it Scuba? First is Jason Thomas on Willie Nelson for $6.99. David Rubush got Beach Boys for $6.99. Brad Waite's got Nazareth for $6.99. That leaves Eric Carmen and Tanya Tucker over here, okay? Now we have Rolling Stones. This is sold for $60. And that is sold to Mark Fallon. Sticky Fingers is gone. What a nice copy of that. Let me put this in here. And let's read through these titles one more time. That was a great crate of new vintage stuff. Very quickly, if you need a price, let me know. We had the Fixed Phantoms, Paul Simon Live Ryman, Carly Simon, Santana Moonflower, Leo Kottke, Robert Palmer, Ian Hunter, The Honey Drippers, Honeymoon Suite, The Fix Again, John Lennon, The Beach Boys, Men at Work, GTR, Paul Simon, Phantom Rocker Slick, The Rolling Stones, Heart, Hall & Oates, The Brandos, Little Feat, Jack Bruce, Styx, and ELO. ELO, Scuba 11, Scuba 11, Scuba 11, Scuba 12, and now we need a new LP up for auction, and it's going to be a Japanese pressing, and it's going to be Billy Joel, Songs in the Attic. Billy Joel is going to go up for a $35 start. Looks like Ed's on the hunt for something. We have Billy Joel as a near mint minus and pristine Japanese pressing. This is going to go up for a $35 start. There's that. There's the booklet. There's the other booklet. There's the Japanese insert. There's the cover. There's the obi. There's the gatefold. And that is a $35 start. If anybody else wants anything in here, let me know. Phantom Rocker Slick was right here. Eddie, that was $19.99. No condition notes. Does have a sticker there. Looks like somebody's identification sticker or possibly a record store on that. Little Feet, that was Hoy Hoy. 2 LP gatefold, no condition notes, extremely nice, $29.99. Pat Benatar is officially sold. PB is sold to Jason Thomas for $12. There's that. fantastic. And let's bring over a crate of new stuff here. All right. Give me 1 second. Let's see what this next one here Ed has prepared. What is the next one Ed has prepared? These look like guitar cases. Looks like they've delivered our guitar cases. Y'all probably going to be interested in that for sure. All right, let me grab this. I look forward to my Sunday. Well, actually, I'm probably going to be doing a coin sale, but I look forward to my Sunday backroom clean out in here because there's a lot of stuff I see I need to work on. There's Boba Fett again, and still got Kylo Ren, and I'll show those again in a second if I need to, okay? Here we go, shipping notification guitar. Yeah, looks like all the cases are in. We ordered them, and we didn't end up getting them locally like we thought, and the problem was the cases took forever to get here. So I think next time, if I know I'm about to sell some guitars, I'll go ahead and get cases. But what's happened is a lot of people's been buying them locally, and we really haven't had to buy the cases. So we might buy them next time and just ask the people if they want to reimburse us, you know. Here's another Japanese pressing. Here's another Japanese pressing. This is going to go up for a $35 start. This is the Rod Stewart debut album. Really nice here, near mint minus and pristine. This is going to go up for a $35 start. Take a look at that. Double Obi, the Rod Stewart album. Wow. $35 start on Rod Stewart. That's up for bid. Melanie Jennings wants the ELO from the previous bin. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. ELO from the previous bin is sold. Can't go wrong with ELO Discovery. That is sold to Melanie Jennings. And then let me make sure there was nothing else. Scuba 16, Scuba 18, Scuba 2021, and the Rod Stewart album has a bid for $35. No bid on Billy Joe. First thing in here, I've been selling a lot of Slipknot except their very first one. And this is on lemon yellow vinyl. Slipknot is $28.99. $28.99. We have Skid Row. Skid Row, this is Skid. This is the Gary Moore Skid Row, not the Skid Row from the late 80s, early 90s. Different Skid Row here. This is $39.99. Skid Row. Also, we have Meteors. Now, those came in already. I have this one left because we sold the last copy of the other one. It's from a new label, actually, and they're numbered, and they're on green splatter, numbered to 100. $33.99 on that. And then we have Meet the Beatles. Meet the Beatles is the mono remaster. $36.99 for the mono remaster of Meet the Beatles. So where are we on Scuba? Eddie Gudd has it for $21. Teresa, you're out. Final call on Rod Stewart. Definitely a final call on Billy Joel. Did you get War Live, a new press? Those came in about a month ago, Rod. I never was able to sell them, and we actually discounted them. I had to discount them the other night and basically get rid of them. I never could sell them, so I got rid of them. And I don't have any Taylor Swift in stock. That's on my to-buy list. Taylor Swift is on my to-buy list, but as of right now, no, I don't have any in stock, unfortunately. Here's our next single, Propellers, The Frowning Clouds. It's the Frowning Clouds, Propellers. This is going to go up for a $7 start. This actually didn't come from the New Orleans stuff. I don't know where it came from, but that's pretty interesting. The Frowning Clouds, that's going to go up for a $7 start. Next thing in here, I have the Specials, limited edition crystal clear vinyl. The Specials is $33.99. I have 2 of those. And 10,000 Maniacs, MTV Unplugged. First time ever on vinyl. Of course, it originally came out in 1993. That's a gatefold 2 LP with 3 bonus tracks with David Byrne. $39.99 on 10,000 Maniacs. I wish I still had those wars around here, A-Rod. I would have loved to sold you one. But every once in a while, I'll order new releases, and we just don't have any luck with them. And so they're kind of sitting around forever, and then we eventually discount them. The Specials is sold to Carmen Chartiger. Thank you, Carmen. That's sold to you. And then the other night, we had an LA Guns record in the bin, and there was a lot of claims, as there usually is. Here's the best of LA Guns, Riot on the Sunset. That's $29.99, LA Guns. Let's make Billy Joel a buy it now. It's a no bid for $35 if anybody wants it. That's Billy Joel's Songs in the Attic. Billy Joel's Songs in the Attic. That is going to be a $35 buy it now if anybody wants it. Rod Stewart just got one bid for $35, and that is sold to Jason Boxell. Nice pickup there on the Rod Stewart album. Expect that to do a little bit more, but it didn't, and he got that for $35. That's one I've never had before. Also, we have Eric Clapton Unplugged. That's a 2 LP, $44.99. The best-selling live album of all time. 2 LP, Eric Clapton Unplugged, amazing. Suicidal Tendencies is on colored vinyl. That's their self-titled album, $33.99. Slipknot, All Hope Is Gone. I actually think I have a waiting list for that Slipknot. $36.99 for Slipknot, All Hope Is Gone. Cameron Lingelfeld's on a waiting list. That's orange vinyl, gatefold 2 LP. I have one left if anybody else wants it. Eric Clapton sold to Justin Garrett. That's sold to Justin Garrett. Now Scuba's at $24. Nobody bid on the Frowning Clouds. The Frowning Clouds is a $7 buy it now. Also, Sly and the Family Stone's Greatest Hits is $29.99. $29.99. I put records and sleeves very fast. Well, I've only done it about 10 million times. That's probably not an exaggeration. Next auction is going to go up right now. Deep Purple, last concert in Japan. Deep Purple is going to go up for a $35 start. This is a near mint minus in pristine Japanese pressing. This is going to go up for a $35 start. Actually, hold on a second. This one's closer to VG Plus. This one has kind of a scuff there and a scuff there. This one might be closer to VG Plus by Japanese standards, just FYI. Okay, so how about we start this one at $25? $25 on Deep Purple, last concert in Japan. About every 1 in 30 of these are like check condition. That one's more closer to VG Plus, but still nice. $25 start on that. There is Scuba, and the last bid on that came in was $24, then $25. How much was Slipknot? Slipknot's $36.99. And we have, what else did I miss here? Price on specials. Do you have the new Jethro Tull? We're sold out of the new Jethro Tull. That was last week. Specials is $33.99 clear vinyl, and Slipknot is $36.99. Now, Dr. Zebo, you replied to somebody, LA Guns. I think he's trying to buy an LA Guns, but he accidentally keeps replying to somebody. I'll make sure that's right before we're done. Teresa's out on Scuba. Scuba is sold to Eddie Gutt for $25. Next is Slipknot. That's on lemon yellow vinyl. That's the one I haven't had in a while. $28.99 on Slipknot. Skid Row's $39.99. We have the Meteors for $33.99. Meet the Beatles is $36. Specials, one left, clear, $33. 10,000 Maniacs is $39. Doctor is he's still trapped in the reply. He can't get out. He's trying to comment, but he keeps replying to Chris Bryant. I think he's trapped inside that box. And Dr. Zebo wants an LA Guns. That's so to Dr. Zebo. Speaking of that record, there's 2 left for $29.99. We have Clapton for $44. Suicidal Tendencies for $33. There's one Slipknot left for $36. And then one of my favorites, Sly and the Family Stone's Greatest Hits, $29.99. Deep Purple has a new bid for $25 and $25. They're tied. A-Rod, you're out. Here are some buy it nows for $6.99. Genesis, a picture sleeve of Too Many Misunderstandings. Amadeus. Falco, Rock Me Amadeus. Johnny Rivers, Poor Side of Town. Billy Ocean, License to Chill. We Are the World, USA for Africa. And Do Ya Want My Love? And that's ELO. The B-side is Night Rider. Those are all $6.99 if anybody wants anything in there. The next auction here is Bob Marley, a 1976 U.S. pressing and original Santa Maria press of Bob Marley. It's in VG condition, and it's going to go up for a $25 start. Rastaman Vibration. Bob Marley is a $25 start. Next is A-Rod has bid $30 on Deep Purple. That means, Robbie, you're out. Mark Rendon said he does want the specials. Mark Rendon gets the specials. That's sold. How much is Suicidal Tendencies? $33.99, colored vinyl. Edmund Estrada gets ELO for $6.99. Tony was second. And Jason Fortnerat wants Falco. That's sold for $6.99. So that leaves We Are the World, Billy Ocean, Genesis, and Johnny Rivers, if anybody wants those. Okay. And then we have Brad next on Falco, Deep Purples at $32. So in here was Sly, Slipknot, Suicidal, Clapton, LA, 10,000, Beatles, Meteors, Skid Row, Slipknot. Does Bob have the textured cover? Bob has a textured cover. Yes, this is the OG pressing. 1976 US Santa Maria OG. It is in VG though. Tony McDaniel wants We Are the World. That's sold to Tony McDaniel for $6.99. All right, time for a crate of new vintage stuff. I'm going to put these right here behind me. That's 2 of the 4 new crates of new vinyl tonight. I'm going to go ahead and condense this one with the other one. And that means we've sold about a full crate because both of those crates are going to be put into one crate. So let's put those right there. And let's put these in here. And let's put those in here. Excellent. So there's that. We're done there. Now we have an empty crate. Chad loves empty crates. Chad is excited about tonight and everything that we have to auction and sell and show, etc., etc. Let's go through a new crate of vintage. And it looks like there's some fantastic looking titles in here, as always. So let's go ahead and read through these and get some of these sold and some of these tagged and some of these sent to new homes. That's what we got to do. We got to send them to new homes. And how y'all help me do that is by buying them. You guys say, yep, I'll take that one, Chad. Give me that one. Also, I'll take this one and this one. Go ahead and give me those 3 right there in a row. I don't even know what they are, but I'll take them. And here we go. So next thing we have is We Are the World. That's sold to Tony McDaniel. Daniel Cody got Genesis, Misunderstanding. That is sold to Daniel Cody. Now Deep Purple has a new bid for $35. Specials was $33.99. And was that MJ on We Are the World? Sorry. Wait, is that MJ? Was that MJ on We Are the World? We Are the World is about 30, 40 different people. That's where they're all in the room singing together. But yes, Michael Jackson, We Are the World. It's not just Michael Jackson. It's all those people right there. There's about 30 people on that. But yes, I think to answer your question, yes. Deep Purple has a high bid of 35. Also, A-Rod, make sure you put that you're bidding on Deep Purple, okay? Your last comment just said 35. It helps me out and probably the other person. Robbie says he's done. You have that for 35. Edmund wants to put back the ELO single. Who was next on the ELO single then? Next on the ELO single then was Tony McDaniel. Tony, you're going to get the ELO single. You were next on that one, okay? Next thing we have here is Chicago. This one's called Chicago Transit Authority, Gatefold 2 LP. It's on the 70s label, but that's a nice copy for $24.99. Bob Marley does not have a bid. We're looking for a $25 start. I'm actually about to make it a buy it now because no one's bid. So if you for sure want it, I would let you know. I would let me know by bidding. Roy Buchanan Loading Zone. Roy Buchanan's $19.99. Roberta Flack Chapter 2. Roberta Flack is $19.99. And we have the MCA Conspiracy. The MCA Sound Conspiracy. Kind of some deeper cut artists there from MCA. $14.99. $14.99. Our next auction is going to go up right now from the New Orleans collection. And the New Orleans collection single is going to be Polecats Rockabilly Guy. Polecats Rockabilly Guy. That's going to go up for a $5 start. That's our next New Orleans single there. There's MCA. Tony says, what? I didn't bid on ELO. ELO. The ELO claims earlier was Edmund Estrada, and then Tony McDaniel put Do Ya. So I'm assuming you didn't want that either then. ELO's available if anybody wants it. I'm going to put that right back over there. Tony says he's going to pass on that as well. And then that means Jason Fornerat got Falco and Daniel Cody got Genesis. Deep Purple is officially sold to A-Rod for $35. This is sold for $35 to A-Rod. Thank you. Bob Marley has a bid for $25. Bob Marley has another bid for $25. Next is the Soulful Strut in shrink wrap. $19.99. This is Young Holt Unlimited. What a nice copy there for $19.99. We have Three Dog Night captured live at the Forum. Three Dog Night is $19.99. God Bless America Again. Loretta Lynn, nice in shrink wrap. That is $9.99. Our next auction from over here is going to go up right now, and it is a Japanese pressing, and that Japanese pressing is going to be Phil Collins, no jacket required. This is going to go up for a $35 start. The vinyl is near mint minus and pristine, extremely nice. There's the disc, there is the insert, there's the original inner sleeve, and this is going to go up for a $35 start, okay? $35 start on that. Polecats does have a bid with Tim Voldness for $5. Bob Marley is tied. There was no bid for the longest, and now we have two $25 bids. Moses bid $25, and Janet, you bid $25. So Janet, you're out, and that is a final call to Moses on that. Now, before I do any more 45s, Tony, you put Doya, D-O-Y-A, which was the name of the ELO song. So that's why I said you were next after somebody else put it back. But I'm assuming when you commented that didn't mean you wanted to buy it. Maybe you were just saying the letters D-O-Y-A and you didn't actually want to buy it. Next auction is Want to Meet the Flakes. The Flakes is going to go up for, this is a $7 start. Want to Meet the Flakes in the picture sleeve. That's going to go up for a $7 start. That was a weird bidding for me. I thought a second on ELO. I'll take it as somehow I got it. Next record we have is The Best of Jethro Tull, Musicians Union. This is extremely nice in shrink wrap. Essentially the best of ELO, that's $19.99. We have Pussycat starring Harry Nelson. Has a promo stamp on the back. This is $24.99, produced by John Lennon. That's a very nice looking copy there, $24.99. We have Robin Trower, Long Misty Days. Robin Trower is $19.99. New bid on Bob Marley for $26. Jerry Rafferty, City to City, Baker Street, right down the line. This is $19.99. Jerry Rafferty, City to City, $19.99. And Giantor, G-Force Radio, picture disc, $19.99. Tony says he'll take ELO for $6.99. That's sold to Tony McDaniel. Polecats just had one bid. That's sold to Tim Voldness for $5. The Flakes doesn't have a bid. We're looking for a $7 start on that. Bob Marley has a new bid for $30. Bob Riger gets Chicago Transit Authority. That's sold to Bob Riger. Les Paul Mary Ford is $19.99. Les Paul and Mary Ford is $19.99. Next auctions are going to go up right now. These are going to be buy it nows for $6.99. First is John Denver. Thank God I'm a country boy. $6.99 on that. How about Ruby and the Romantics? Hey there, lonely boy. That's one you won't see very often on a picture sleeve. Tammy Faye Baker, The Ballad of Jim and Tammy. Also, Johnny Paycheck, Take This Job and Shove It. Uh-oh. And then C.W. McCall, Convoy. Let's do another classic country. Galveston, Oh Galveston. That is Glenn Campbell. That's some pretty good singles there. Those are all $6.99 each on that little handful, just FYI. Next was Bob Marley 30, and now Janet went out. Bob did get Chicago. Next here for $6.99 was first Jason Thomas on John Denver for $6.99. Travis Wade on Tammy Faye Baker for $6.99. Shane Devers on Johnny Paycheck for $6.99. Jason Thomas next on Johnny Paycheck. And we have David Rubush on Ruby and the Romantics for $6.99. That leaves Convoy, and that leaves Galveston. And we have the Flakes. Has no bid. We're looking for a $7 start. Bob Marley's officially sold for $30 to Moses E. Teresa, the Rockabilly Polecats earlier just got one bid for $5. We've already sold it. No bid on Phil Collins. No jacket required. Phil Collins is a $35 buy now if anybody wants it. It's in shrink. It's near mint minus and pristine. So right now, some of our no bids, not counting the 45 buy nows, we got Phil Collins for $35. These technically were up for auction. The Frowning Cloud, $7. Bob Dylan, Knocking on Heaven's Door promo, $7. Anti-Flag, $7. Those are all buy now 45 auction no bids. And we also got Billy Joel Songs in the Attic for $35. Those are currently the buy nows. We also got a claim for Convoy with Tim Voldness. That is sold for $6.99. Craig Honeycutt wants the Phil Collins here, and that is sold to Craig for $35. And that leaves Billy Joel and, of course, those singles there. And now if nobody wants to bid on the Flakes, it's a $7 start. Next thing we have is Same Train, Different Time, Merle Haggard. Shrink Wrap 2LP, $29.99. We have Three Dog Night, label, condition of back cover. Three Dog Night, label, condition of back cover. This is actually a foreign copy. This is EMI stateside. There is some writing on the cover. Made in Great Britain, orange and black, EMI. It's a flip back cover, $19.99 on that one. $19.99 on that one. Also, Greatest Hits of Melanie, that's $9.99. And Pentangle, Cruel Sister. Pentangle is $26.99. And The Best of Eric Burns and the Animals, Volume 2. Best of Eric Burden and the Animals, Volume 2. Very clean copy there. That is $19.99. Let's jump over here and grab a new auction. And the next new auction is going to be this right here. This looks interesting. Something else John has pulled out here. This is another Revels. What's going on here? There's like two records in here. Okay, there's There's two different records in here. We'll do this one first. This is the Reveals Swamp City. The Reveal Swamp City, that's going to go up for a $5 start. The Flakes is a no bid. It's a $7 buy it now. And then I'll do, let's go ahead and do this one right now. Lee Joseph 4x1. Lee Joseph is also going to go up for a $5 start. Now, we got a couple new claims in here. First is Shane Devers on Merle Haggard. That's sold to Shane Devers. Gary Wellman on Eric Burden. That is sold. And we have Ride My 65. Said he'll do the Dylan for $5. Sell that to Ride My 65 for $5. Next is Cruising 1958 for $9.99. Hank Williams' original Drifting Cowboys band, classic instrumentals. Never seen that before. It's his original Drifting Cowboys band. That is $19.99 on that particular record there. Next auction is going to go up right now, and it's Nazareth. Here's one we don't see as often from them. It's their debut 1972 U.S. Terre Haute in VG condition, and that's going to go up for a $15 start. Nazareth, that's by Nazareth, a 72 U.S. Terre Haute, a $15 start. The Reveals has one bid for $5. Lee Joseph's a $5 start. The Mamas and Papas, Monday. That's a compilation, $14.99. Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going, $19.99. This is the complete original radio broadcast of War of the Worlds over 2 LPs. Boy, take a look at that. $29.99. David V. 63 wants Cruising 58. 63 got 58. Naz has bids for $15.15. The Moody Blues, this appears to be a foreign copy. It is. It's a German press of the 7th Sojourn. That is nice for $19.99. Gatefold and Madonna, self-titled, $34.99. Adam Bullock wants the Gigantor picture disc from earlier. That's sold to Adam Bullock. Thank you on that. Time for a new Japanese pressing. The next Japanese pressing is Layla. This is a Japanese pressing of Derek and the Dominoes, Layla. Let's put this up for a $45 start. It is nice. It's a Gatefold 2 LP. This one is near mint minus and pristine, beautiful. There's one LP. There's another LP. There's a Japanese insert. There is the Gatefold 2 LP. Amazing. Layla, $45 start. Nazareth is a 3-way tie at 15. Looks like Brad Waits was in first. ELO, this is their second album, Electric Light Orchestra 2. Gatefold, very clean there. $24.99 on ELO. And Love and Spoonful's Greatest Hits. This is in shrink. Nice clean copy. $12.99. The Reveals is sold to Teresa for $5. That is sold for $5 to Teresa. Make sure those go together. And nobody bid on Lee Joseph 4x1. Lee Joseph is going to be a $5 buy it now. Also, we have Double Fun by Robert Palmer. That's $19.99. Layla does have a bid for $45. Patrick Fu got ELO 2. Nice. Nazareth has a new bid for $17. Also, Gray Slick. That is $14.99. And Paul Simon, Hearts and Bones. Paul Simon is $19.99. Hearts and Bones. Now, let's go over here. And I have a Prince single. This is always popular, When Doves Cry. However, there's a little bit of damage to the sleeve right here. A little bit of a chunk of it's been taken out. The disc is nice, though. Prince is going to go up for a $5 start. Prince is going to go up for a $5 start. And then the next New Orleans single is The Hipsters. HYPSTRZ, The Hipsters. And let's go ahead and put this up for what? A $5 start, if I can get it out of its sleeve here. Ah, that hadn't been pulled out since 1981 probably. The Hipsters. That's going to go up for a $5 start. The Hipsters. That's now up for bid. $5 start on that. That hadn't probably been pulled out of there in a long time. We have Simply Red, $19.99. Simply Red picture book. Carly Simon, Anticipation, $9.99. And Loverboy, Get Lucky. Everybody's Working for the Weekend. They're on Loverboy. Also, John Lennon, Rock and Roll. John Lennon's $24.99. That's the purple capital label of that one, $24.99. Let's go back to the top. And Layla was a high bid and one bid of $45, a Japanese pressing. And then Nazareth was a VG OG. A 76 green label OG, 17, 18, 20, 20, 22, Prince 6. We have Hipsters 5, Nazareth 25, and Brad Waits wants Loverboy. Everybody's Working for the Weekend. Nancy's Greatest Hits, that's Nancy Sinatra, another nice looking Nancy record. That's the third of the night, her greatest hits there. $34.99 on Nancy. And we have Ian Hunter, All-American Alien Boy, $14.99. I'm going to step up front right quick. My drink's ice has already melted because I didn't have Harley to begin with. I think the ice maker's done by now. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I hear the tape gun in the back again. All right. Did I miss Easy E? There's a new sealed copy we had earlier, and we're going to be selling an auction. We're going to be selling an original here later. The original is going to go up in about maybe 30 or 45 minutes. We do have another OG copy, which I think the last one we bid on for like a half hour. So we'll do that pretty soon. Sorry I had to step up front. Hipsters is still tied at $5. I think technically Jim B bid first, but he miscued. And then Teresa bid 5, and then Jim B corrected. So technically, Teresa was the first one to put H for 5. So she has it for 5, or whoever wants to bid 6. Y'all are both, it's kind of a weird deal. Y'all are both basically tied at 5. Prince just has one bid for 6. Let's go ahead and sell Nazareth for $25. Thank you. That's sold for $25 to Gary Wellman. Jeremy Gallagher, you were the only bidder on Layla. Beautiful copy here. Sold to you for $45. Thank you. That is sold to you for $45. That is sold. And then Hipsters. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll have to say that Teresa has it for 5 since you actually put H first, GMB. She actually put H first, and then you put H second, but you miscued the first time. That's a weird deal. Y'all were within $1 of each other, essentially. We have Chicago for $9.99. Leo Kottke Guitar Music, $14.99. The Fix, Reach the Beach, $24.99. The Fix, also Michael Jackson Thriller. This one does have co-produced. This is $34.99. Brad Waite's first on Chicago. And I think there was a Nancy Sinatra claim that I hadn't pulled yet. Yeah, there was a Nancy Sinatra claim. Teresa Brookshire got Nancy Sinatra. That is sold. Also, Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion, $14.99. Player with their hit song, Baby Come Back. Players, $24.99. And Supertramp, nice, with a hop sticker. Check out that hop sticker. This record is pressed with K600 audiophile vinyl. It's raining. I've never seen that before. Nice, Supertramp, $24.99. I'll keep that. If no one buys that, I'll keep that. I love that kind of stuff. Shrink and hop and original price tag from Target. Never had that before like that. Prince is now at $8. He says he's out, so Hipsters is sold for $5 to Teresa. Thank you, Teresa. That's sold to you. Gary Wellman, of course, is going to grab that Supertramp. That's my magic words. I'm going to keep that if no one buys it, and that means somebody's going to buy it because they're probably like, I'm not letting Chad have that. Next auction is going to be Grateful Dead, and this is a 1976 Terre Haute original. This is the Grateful Dead. It is OG. It does have a corner clip, a $35 start. The Grateful Dead, Steal Your Face, does have a corner clip, but there is no condition notes on the vinyl. This is going to go up for a $35 start. There's one LP. There's two LP. There's a gatefold. The Grateful Dead is a $35 start. Prince is now at $8. Brad's out. Sell that to Pam for $8. We're on a roll tonight already with 45s. Holy moly. I've already got a huge stack over here. Here is our next New Orleans single. Our next New Orleans single is the Immortal Lee County Killers, matching numbers. What another cool picture sleeve there from the New Orleans batch, the Immortal Lee County Killers. That's going to go up for a $5 start. $5 start. Dead's a $35 start. Let's grab the top 40 stuff over here and see what's next, okay? Let's grab the top 40 stuff. What's top 40? That would be a song that charted in the top 40 of the U.S. Billboard 100. Now, I'm not saying all this stuff is top 40 hits, but most of the time these singles probably charted at least in the top 40s. Just FYI, okay? First thing we have is John Denver, Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. There's John Denver. Also, we have Animotion, I Engineer. We have Paul Young, I'm Going to Tear Your Playhouse Down. Joey Scarberry, the greatest American hero, believe it or not. George Isn't at Home. Look at that. Mickey Dolenz. Any Monkees fans? That's a unique one. Mickey Dolenz, Huff Puff. And let's do one more. Ooh, here's a good one. With Jimmy Page on guitar and John Paul Jones on bass. Sunshine Superman by Donovan. That's really cool. In the original company sleeve there, $6.99. Those right there are all $6.99. First thing we have is Killers at 5, Killers at 5, Grateful Dead at 35, Killers at 7. Also, David Rose, the stripper. David Rose is $19.99. Rare Earth Ecology, $24.99. The Chambers Brothers, Love, Peace, and Happiness, $29.99. Harry Belafonte, Calypso. This has the big song on it, Deo. $9.99 for Calypso with Deo. And, ooh, Wilson Pickett in Shrink. Land of 1,000. That is auction worthy there. $39.99. Top copy of Wilson Pickett, $39.99. And Elizabeth Taylor in London. Another cool record. Her major debut recording record. It says Cold Picks. That's pretty cool at $24.99. All right, Grateful Dead, 35. Killer 7. The first on Donovan was Jason Boxell for $6.99. Gary Wellman second. Killer's got a new bid for 8, then 10. Grateful Dead, 37. Jason Boxell on SO. And SO was for, I'm not for sure. Phantom Canuck got Animotion for $6.99. Jason put WP for Wilson Pickett. I think Gregory may have been second. Now, Jason, was your SO and autocorrect for WP? It was. And Dennis Daly wants the greatest American hero. Believe it or not, George isn't at home, so please leave a message after the beep. I must be out or I'd pick up the phone. We have John Denver, Rocky Mountain High, still available. And there's Mickey Dolenz peeking through. And we also have Paul Young. Can't believe no one got Take Me Home Country Roads. Ginger Lynch on MD. And MD was for Mickey Dolenz. Thank you, Ginger. That's so to you. Now, the first bidder on the Grateful Dead was $35. Vintage Vinyl, South Carolina. Now, you're out. Let me know if you want to bid again. If you're done bidding, just say out. And now the Killers is at 11. Let's go ahead and put up another auction. And our next 45 auction is going to be, let me grab my next handful here so I can get some on deck. I don't have one on deck yet. Here we go. Here's the definition of an auction. It's called, ooh, that's a cool one there. That's a cool one. Wow, never had this one before. This is a really cool one. Thin Lizzy, Chinatown. Take a look at this. Thin Lizzy, Chinatown. That is a UK Vertigo, made in England, and the B-side is Sugar Blues Live. Now, that's something I won't see very often. It's got really cool foil. That's a foreign picture sleeve, Thin Lizzy, $7 start on that. Let's grab a new Japanese pressing. I'm about to just read through the titles that's left in this bin. If anybody wants a price, let me know. Our next auction from the Japanese bin is a Deep Purple Greatest Hits. It's called 24 Karat Purple. The last Deep Purple auction did very well, so let's go ahead and do this one. Deep Purple is a $35 start, 24 Karat Purple. It does have the lyric insert, but there's some humidity spots on it, and the jacket is extremely nice with Obi. $35 start on that one, okay? Now, we have an out on the Grateful Dead, so that's a final call to Brett for $37. The next comment is that John Denver Country Road. That was Rocky Mountain High. Rocky Mountain High. The B-side is Spring, not Country Roads. Rocky Mountain High. Lee County has a new bid for 20, and Thin Lizzy has a bid for 7. Anybody else want anything in here? Just let me know. It's going to be a quick read-through. I'm just going to read the titles right quick, okay? I haven't got to drink my drink since I put ice in it. Let me do that right now. Okay, so here's the current agenda. There is 2 crates of new vinyl still to go through. I've got 2 more crates of new vintage stuff from John. Laura's going to be bringing up newly priced crates in the meantime. As we're waiting her newly priced crates, we'll be going through other discount bins. We'll be doing lots of miscellaneous, lots of 45 auctions, lots of buy it nows, lots of maybe even cassettes. It's going to be one of those really cool miscellaneous type nights. Next is PB from Raymond Troutman. PB from Raymond Troutman. Can you let me know what PB was? And whatever it is, I'll pull it for you. Also, Lee County has new bids. It's still going. Thin Lizzy, as of right now, does not have but just 1 bid for $7. If you need a price, let me know. We got Roy Buchanan. Roberta Flack, surprisingly, still available. Here comes a Hatchet Ed crate. Perfect. Hatchet Ed crate has been delivered. Ed just dropped off a Hatchet Ed crate. Things just got better. A Hatchet Ed crate just got delivered. Roberta Flack, Chapter 2. I thought I heard some chopping back there. $19.99 on Roberta Flack. MCA Sound Conspiracy. Here's a record that got overlooked. Young Holt Unlimited. The classic Soulful Strut. Near Mint Minus and Shrink. $19.99. Roberta Flack is $19.99. Chapter 2 is a 4-digit original. There is some writing on the label, but there's no condition notes. That got overlooked. Soulful Strut got overlooked. Also, we have Loretta Lynn for $9.99. The Best of Jethro Tull, Teacher, Aqualung, Locomotive Breath, $19.99. Pussycats, Harry Nilsson with a promo stamp on the back. I think this is the OG Unipack design. It is. What a nice copy of that. 24. Some stuff getting overlooked here. Just making sure y'all are aware of these. Just 1 bid on Thin Lizzy, and Thin Lizzy is sold for $7 to Jim Sedal. I found that very surprising. Wow. 1 bid for $7 sold to Jim Sedal. Find that very surprising. Nobody bid on Deep Purple. This is a buy it now for $35. If anybody wants the good old Deep Purple there, it's a buy it now for $35. I'm going to put it back here with the old Billy Joel. The Killers is out. I see out. Robert Tomick has it for $26. Brett Thies, you got the Grateful Dead for $37. Raymond wants Pat Benatar. Let me see if there's one left in here. I'm not for sure if there is or not. I'm just doing a quick recap here before we move on to the next crate. Jason got the Deep Purple Japanese pressing for $35. We need more auctions. But first, we got Robin Trower, City to City. I think Jason Boxell did want Roberta Flack. And you do want Holt Unlimited, maybe? Young. Did you want Roberta Flack? I don't think you wanted Roberta Flack, but you do want Young Holt Unlimited, right? Also, we had Les Paul, Mary Ford. 3 Dog Night was a UK copy. Melanie, Pentangle, Hank Williams, Drifting Cowboys. Mamas and Papas, Phil Collins, War of the Worlds. Also, Madonna, Moody Blues. Love and Spoonful, Robert Palmer, Grace Slick, Paul Simon, Simply Red, Carly Simon, John Lennon, Ian Hunter, Leo Cocky, The Fix, Michael Jackson, Pat Benatar. It is. That's so to Raymond Troutman. Thank you, Raymond Troutman. That's so to you. And then we had Player, Baby Come Back, David Rose, Rare Earth, The Chambers Brothers, Harry Belafonte, and Elizabeth Taylor. And the Lee County Killers is sold for $26. That is sold. The Moody Blues was a really nice German press. This is $19.99. $19.99. That is the Moody Blues there, okay? Nice copy of that. Looks like we need all new auctions. How about Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet? A 1986 U.S. original. A 1986 U.S. original with the original on the sleeve. Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet. $35 start on that. $35 start on that. Yes, I will be posting Sleep Token very soon. Which John Lennon was that? John Lennon was his rock and roll album, $24.99. Bon Jovi is a U.S. original. Let the bidding begin on that. Next is our next New Orleans single. Our next New Orleans single is going to be, whoop, before I drop it here, this is the Rockin' 8 Balls. Wow, what a cover. The Rockin' 8 Balls, $5 start on that. The Rockin' 8 Balls, $5 start. Slippery already has bids for $35 and $35. If anybody else decides you want anything in here, just let me know. I'm going to go ahead and condense this with that first bin of vintage stuff I've seen. If anybody's like, you know what, Chad? I'm feeling a little frisky tonight. Go ahead and give me everything that's left in that crate. Just go ahead and ring me up for everything. I'll be like, okay. And then we'll tag you all for it, and then we'll say sold, and you got everything. All right, let's go ahead and go through another new crate of new vinyl. Hatchet Ed is coming up. Don't worry. I promise we will get the Hatchet Ed, but there's some really cool stuff in here. This is from the distributor where I get stuff that's already kind of cheap, and then it gets even cheaper, if that makes sense. Or it's cheap, and I can sell it to y'all for much less or less than MSRP. Some stuff much less, some stuff less than MSRP. So this stuff should be all really good titles that I normally don't have at really good prices, okay? 8 Balls has a bid for $5. It looks like we need a new Japanese press and another new 45. This one here always rustles some feathers. First thing we have is Elvis Presley. This is the Elvis Christmas Songs EP. Very, very cool. The Elvis Christmas Songs EP. Elvis. 50s EP, to be exact, 1957. And look, it's from Fred Goodwin's collection. Fred Goodwin bought this. Y'all know the Fred Goodwin collection? He purchased this in 1959. Wow. That's when he bought that. He bought that in 1959. Y'all are probably, some may be aware, some may not be aware of the Fred Goodwin collection. Elvis is a $15 start. Bon Jovi's at $41. Let's go through this new bin right here, right quick. First thing is U2's Europa. This is remastered, 2LP, 180 gram. U2 is $34.99. U2's Europa, $34.99. Also, Bon Jovi, Lenny Kravitz, Greatest Hits. Are You Gonna Go My Way? Lenny Kravitz is $36.99. That's a gatefold 2LP. Cool Strutting, Sonny Clark. Boy, this is $34.99. I think OGs of this album are like up in the thousands. Like a true, I think, mono OG of this is way up there. Sonny Clark, Cool Strutting, $34.99 on that. And we have 3 copies of AFI Burials. AFI has been very popular this week. Burials, $34.99. The Roy Buchanan. Oh, you wanted Roy Buchanan, not Roberta Flack. Let's go back to that loading zone. Sorry. This is $19.99, Jason. It does have a promo strip on the front, Atlantic with the original inner sleeve, and no condition notes. Roy Buchanan is $19.99. Let's grab a new Japanese auction, and that is going to go up right now, and that's called A Collection of Beatles Oldies. Always a great compilation here. UK Flag Series number 8. This is called A Collection of Beatles Oldies, and this is going to go up for a $35 start. The vinyl is exactly what you would expect. Near Mint Minus from Japan. Has a lyric insert booklet. We got the Beatles. We got Bon Jovi. We got Elvis. People have, they've sold a few records. And then we got the Rockin' 8 Balls. And that is all up for bid right now. Let's start calling out some bids. I remember saying Bon Jovi was at 41. Elvis got bids for 10, 15, 15. Bon Jovi 43. Another 15 on Elvis. Patrick Fu got U2. Melinda Gerhardt got U2. Those are sold and sold. Elvis got bids for 16, 17. Natasha Pickett got an AFI. Elvis 17. Bon Jovi 45. Elvis 18. Teresa got an AFI. Elvis 19. Bon Jovi out. Elvis 20. The Rockin' 8 Balls has sold one bid, $5 to Teresa Brookshire. I got Smashing Pumpkins, Pisces Iscariot. That's a 2LP, $34.99 on the Smashing Pumpkins, $34.99. Bon Jovi is a U.S. original, 1986 U.S. original, Slippery When Wet. And this is a beautiful copy. There's no condition notes on the vinyl. and it does have the original inner sleeve. Everything's crisp and nice and clean. This is a U.S. original. Todd Kilgore said he had the 8 balls for $7. I must have missed a bid in all the madness. The Rockin' 8 balls. Teresa bid $5, and then somewhere in there, I must have missed a bid. Is that what you're talking about? The Rock at 7. Okay, Rock at 7, and that was after Teresa bid 5. This is going to go back up for bid. And so Teresa, you've been outbid on this. Todd Kilgore has it for 7. I may have missed that in all the Elvis bids. Jason Boxell said he is sold on Roy Buchanan. Now Bon Jovi's at 45, and now Elvis has a high bid of 20 with Josie Sinkbell. No bid on the Beatles, looking for a $35 start. Next, I don't know if I've had a new sealed copy of this other than Music on Vinyl. Leonard Skinner, One More from the Road. Leonard Skinner's a 2 LP. This is new and sealed. $38.99 for Leonard Skinner. And then U2, How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb. U2 is on red vinyl. It has a book with it. Red vinyl, $29.99. That has the singles Vertigo on it. City of Blinding Lights. That is $29.99. The Rockin' 8 Balls 9. The Rockin' 8 Balls 10. Bon Jovi's now at 45. Elvis is at 22 with Jason Boxell. And Final Call, if you for sure want to bid on the Beatles, at 35. Next, I've got 2 copies of Gimme Some Truth, John Lennon. And this is limited edition blue vinyl. That's on blue vinyl. I think that was originally a Target exclusive. And I haven't had that, I think, since it came out like 3 or 4 years ago. And this is a blue vinyl, $34.99 on John Lennon. And I've got 3 copies at a great price. Elton John Diamonds, $36.99. That's probably 10, maybe even 12 or $13 below MSRP on that. $36.99. That's an Elton John greatest hits, just FYI. Let me clarify what all 4 auctions are right quick. Going through a crate of new sealed stuff here. New sealed stuff here. Also, here's where we're at. So, the first auction in the back right is Bon Jovi. It's a U.S. original. Nice. The newest high bid on Bon Jovi is $50 with William Meadows. We got an obscure single here from the New Orleans collection. Rockin' 8 Balls. That just got a new bid for $31. Bon Jovi just got a new bid for $51. Elvis is an original 1957 Christmas EP. The disc is nice. The sleeve has some writing on the back because we bought it from this man. We've been selling his stuff now for like 3, 4, 5, 6 years. I guess now it's been 6 years. I started buying his stuff in 2019. Fred Goodwin. He wrote his name and the year he bought it, 1959. And that has a high bid right now. Elvis, the disc is really nice. Elvis has a bid for $22. And then the Beatles, a collection of Beatles oldies, is a $35 start. And as of right now, there is 1 bid on the Beatles, $35 on that. Kathy Collinsworth wants U2, How to Dismantle Atomic Bomb. When are you starting? We just had one last Sunday. Justin. Those are about every other Sunday kind of deal. Dennis Daly on Elton John. That is so to Dennis Daly. Ride My 65 got a John Lennon. Bon Jovi 52, 53. Bon Jovi 60. Elvis 25. Bon Jovi 65. Bon Jovi 55. We just had a comic book auction last Sunday, actually. This is The Who, the half-speed master of Who's Next. We have sold a bunch of these. Very good sounding record there. A half-speed master of The Who. $34.99 on that. And Marvin Gaye. Here's another one on colored vinyl. Let's Get It On red vinyl. Marvin Gaye, $34.99 on that. And then I've got 2 copies of Kenny Burrell, KB Blues. Kenny Burrell with Hank Mobley and Horace Silver. That is $34.99. That's a Blue Note tone poet. And then Eric Church, Carolina. Eric Church is on clear vinyl, $29.99. All right. So the first thing I can clean up is Natasha Pickett gets the Beatles collection of Beatles oldies for $35. Thank you, Natasha. Now the Elvis is at 27 with Jason Boxell. That's still getting bids. 8 Ball still getting bids. However, Bon Jovi has hit a new high bid of $70 with Andrew Isaacsmith. I had a feeling it would get there, and it has. Todd's out on the 8 Ball, so I'll go ahead and sell that to Teresa, this time for $15. Thank you, Teresa. And we have Luke Bryan's #1 hits. #1's Volume 1. Luke Bryan is $29.99. And we have one copy of this Depeche Mode bootleg, which I actually may have a waiting list for. Let me see if I do over here on Depeche Mode. Depeche Mode, we had one that already came in for Chris Smith, and that's a different bootleg, and that's a Violator waiting list. Okay, so this Depeche Mode is available. This is Depeche Mode live on yellow vinyl. This is 1990, Los Angeles, $29.99. Pam says, can I get a John Lennon? You can. And we sold one John Lennon earlier and one Elton John. Who else got a John Lennon? Did somebody get a John Lennon? Ride My 65, and then Pam got the last one there. Rob, you get Depeche Mode. We have an out on Elvis. So Elvis is a final call to Jason for 27, and now Bon Jovi's a final call for 70. All righty, that was a great crate of new vinyl too. Sold out of a couple things in there. I'll remind you of those in just a second so we can get waiting lists going. You need to ask yourself, have you hit the like button on Facebook? Have you hit the like button on YouTube? Let me take a drink of this right quick. I definitely need it. All right, I'm back. That was refreshing. Lenny Kravitz, Greatest Hits. This is $36.99. Lenny Kravitz, Greatest Hits. Are you going to go on my way? Fly Away is on here too. $36.99. Gatefold 2 LP. Sean Fairweather wants on the Depeche Mode waiting list. Thank you, Sean Fairweather. Waiting list on Depeche Mode. You got it. And then Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley is sold to Jason Boxell for $27. Thank you, Jason. Really cool that Fred had his name on the back, honestly, I believe. And then Aerosmith is sold to Andrew Eisensmith. Thank you, Andrew. That's sold to you for $70. Ed just left a few moments ago. We're about to go through his Hatchet Ed crate. Ed was burning the midnight oil. He's usually gone when I get here at like 4:50 every day, 4:55 or 4:59. Whenever I walk in the building, he's usually gone. He was here a little bit later, and we got Brian in the back. He's packing up orders, and Laura's in the back. She's just delivered a crate a moment ago. So there is a Laura crate that's been delivered. But we're about to go through the Hatchet Ed bin. That will leave us with another crate of 2 more crates of vintage to go through. So all of a sudden, we've got a lot to go through and show. But how about first an OG AC/DC record? This is Powerage, and it's a nice copy. It's going to go up for a $45 start. EX or better vinyl. It has the original inner sleeve, and what caught my eye, a really nice jacket. Just a little bit of a crease up there, and maybe some sticker residue, but these are known for being trashed. That's going to go up for a $45 start. AC/DC. Sonny Clark is $34.99. We got AFI, 1 copy left. We sold 2 of Burials for $34.99. Smashing Pumpkins is $34.99. A 2 LP gatefold at a great price. Leonard Skinner, I don't think I've had a new copy of that in a while or ever. One more From the Road, $38.99. U2 on red vinyl, How to Dismantle Atomic Bomb, $29.99. Anniversary edition, a great Elton John compilation. That is remastered over 2 LPs, $36.99. The Who, Who's Next? A classic rock essential. Bob O'Reilly, Bargain. Love Ain't for Keeping. This Song Is Over. We have Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On red vinyl, $34.99. Some Blue Note here. Blue Note Tone Poet of Kenny Burrell, $34.99. Eric Church on clear vinyl, $29. And Luke Bryan at $29. AC/DC already has a bid. Now, we sold out of some stuff in that crate if you want to go out on a waiting list. We sold out of Zeropa. If anybody wants on a waiting list of Zeropa at $34.99. And we sold out of the John Lennon, Give Me Some Truth, if anybody wants on a waiting list for that. And John Lennon is on blue vinyl. Here's our first stack of sold 45s here. Let me go ahead and put those in here, our stack of sold 45s. All right. Jason has a putback for Soulful Strut. Does anybody want Young Colton Limited? That was a nice copy right here in shrink. Soulful Strut. That's $19.99. If anybody decides you want that, just let me know. All right, time to swap out crates. Let's go ahead and see what's in that Hatchet Ed crate over here. Let me move a few things around so I can take this one off the table first. So there's still 2 more crates over here behind me. And when I come back, I'm about to show that crate, and I'm about to put up 3 new auctions. And we're going to get back to showing some Buy It Now 45s as well. So hope everybody's got their ears and eyes turned on. If you have your ears and eyes turned off, here is a great opportunity to turn them back on. Wow, how bizarre. Here is that same Elvis record in the Hatchet Ed crate. That same Elvis 45 crate, that same Elvis Christmas record we just sold, there's one over here in the Hatchet Ed crate. We'll re-auction that later. How bizarre is that? I bet there's some auctions in here as well. Yep, there's an auction. We'll do the auctions for Buy It Nows in just a second, okay? Wow, there's a lot in here. I need to get a list from who these people were so I can block them. I need to text Ed. I'll do that here in a second. I'm going to text him. So can you send me a list of... can you send me a list of who these people are? So, because I saw him send some... I saw the messages where he sent some reminders to people. And I was like, you've got to be joking me. A couple of those people, I was like, I can't believe it. Like, I think a couple people we gave a second chance to. A couple people we gave a second chance to, and I saw him still sending reminding messages again. I was like, man, I was like, that's it for them. I was like, how could we give you a second chance and then you buy 2 more invoices worth of stuff and still not pay us? I was like, at that point, I think they're just screwing with us. Okay. So there's AC/DC. It just got a new bid for $48. Our next Japanese pressing is Billy Joel, the nylon curtain. Billy Joel is going to go up for a $35 start. This is the nylon curtain. The vinyl is near mint minus and pristine. There's the LP. There's the book. There's the other book. There's the cover and Obi. And this is going to go up for, oh, there's something else in here. Is there 2 books? No, there's the book. I thought I saw a book. Yeah. $35 start. Billy Joel, so it has like a book with it there. And AC/DC has a new bid for $50. Here are some Buy It Nows. Paula Abdul, straight up, and the B-side is straight up, $6.99. Murray Head, One Night in Bangkok, that's $6.99. The Wonder Who, what a bizarre one there. That's going to be $6.99. Paul Revere and the Raiders, I Had a Dream. Dave Clark 5, Catch Us If You Can. And we have the 1910 Fruit Gum Company, the Kaz and Kant's Singing Orchestral Circus. What a cool picture sleeve there from the 60s as well. Those are all $6.99. Now, our next 45 auction is going to be the Beatles, and that is this picture disc for Love Me Do and P.S. I Love You. The Beatles is an auction. That's going to go up for a $7 start. First on Paula Abdul is Tony Lewis. Thank you, Tony. That's so do you. Fred was second. That leaves the Kaz and Kant Singing Orchestral Circus, Dave Clark 5, Paul Revere, Wonder Who, and Murray Head. Murray Head sold to Fred Cardinell. Billy Joel's a $35 start. D-Kong, you're out on AC/DC. There's a new bid for $50. The Beatles is a $7 start. And the next New Orleans single is going to go up right now. And the next New Orleans single, if I can get it out of the sleeve, is right here. Let me get it open here. This sleeve needs to be discarded for sure. Give me 1 second on that. Here we go. What an interesting looking one here. Teen Scene Volume 3. The Gymnastics, Polyester Explosion, the Polaris, and the Nerlings. What a cool one there. Teen Scene. And that's going to go up for a $5 start. This has vintage. This has unpaid auctions. And this has new and sealed. This has new and sealed. This has unpaid auctions. And it has vintage. Yes. And the auctions are going to be what you really want to be paying attention for. Oasis. Nebworth, $36.99. Oasis. BBC Radio 1 Nebworth, $36.99 on that. New and sealed. Also new and sealed is Rush. Counterparts. Rush is $39.99. Counterparts. King's X, Dogman. Dogman is limited edition of 2000 on red and black marble vinyl. King's X is $49.99. Paul's Boutique, the Beastie Boys, new and sealed, $36.99. The Best of Rapid Eye Movement, in time, 1988 to 2003, $46.99 on REM. We have Wildside. Now, this was somebody who pre-ordered, and they never did pay for it. And somebody just asked me the other day, did I have any more of these? Wildside. Let me make a note of this guy, because I'm going to take him out a whole lot of records. I don't know how that happens. I'm pretty sure I replied to him 2 or 3 times. Please send us your information. Please send us your information. Please send us your information. $39.99 on the Wildside. Motorhead. This is on silver vinyl. Motorhead is $29.99. And then Led Zeppelin, live in Dallas, 1975, $29.99 on Led Zeppelin, live in Dallas. Let's update all of our auctions now. The last thing I remember saying was AC/DC 50. The Beatles got bids for 7, 7, 8, 10. Teen Scene got bids for 7, 5, 5. And now AC/DC 55. Courtney first on the Beastie Boys. That is sold. And Gregory Roberts on MH Motorhead. That is sold to Gregory Roberts. And we have Teen Scene at $8. Nobody bid on Billy Joel. The Nylon Curtain. Billy Joel is going to go up for a $35 buy it now. This is complete, near mint minus and pristine. It has the insert, it has the book, it has the booklet, and that's going to be a $35 buy it now. Also, we have Live, Throwing Copper, the 25th anniversary. That has the 3 bonus tracks, $39.99. Jim Sedal got the Billy Joel for a $35 buy it now. The last bid on the Beatles picture disc was $10 of Robbie Woods. Everybody else is out. Also, AC/DC's at $55, just FYI. Next is new and sealed Stabbing Westward, Wither, Blister, Burn, and Peel. Stabbing Westward is $39.99. We have Opeth Heritage. I bet this was a pre-order with somebody too. Yeah, I need to get all these names so I can get all these people out of our group. Pre-order stuff, and we never hear back from them. Opeth Heritage is $54.99. And we have Rush, Roll the Bones. This is $33.99. Rush, Roll the Bones. Dio, the very beast of Dio, Volume 2, $44.99 on Dio. And then there's another Wildside. I bet those were pre-orders. Can you believe such a big album were pre-ordered and nobody claimed it or nobody paid for it? And then Testament, Practice What You Preach. Testament is $29.99. Now, here's how this bin works. If you want that, I'd comment right now. If not, I'm pretty sure there's 2 records in here. Never mind. The guy that's on a waiting list for this, he's not getting one because Ed just sent him reminders, and he's not going to be getting one. Never mind. Testament's available. Yeah, well, there is a wait. What I usually do is if a record pops up and somebody wants it live, you might want to grab it right now. There's a waiting list, but this guy on a waiting list, Ed just sent him a reminder. He has 3 invoices he hadn't paid for, and he is, I'm just going to go ahead and make a note here on my phone. We need to take him out of the group and everything. I don't know what's up with that. I think this is like maybe the 2nd or 3rd time we've let him buy records. It's pretty simple. If you can't pay for stuff, please don't buy it. It doesn't really make sense not to do that, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take him off because it's very frustrating to see the same names. I mean, it's very frustrating for me, as much work as we go through to get all this stuff ready for sale, to see the same stuff happening. So I'm going to go ahead and block him. Okay, there we go. So first thing we have, we had AC/DC at 55. We sold Beastie Boys. We had Motorhead sold to Gregory. Teen Scene got a bid for 8. Teen Scene 11. Sean Fairweather does want Testament. That is sold. And then I don't think anybody else bid on the Beatles. The last bid on the Beatles that came in was Robbie Woods at 10. That is sold. Now, Dustin, I haven't heard back from you on AC/DC. D-Kong's had it for 55. He said out. So let's go ahead and sell that to D-Kong for $55. Thank you. That is sold. And now we need new auctions, okay? Let's go ahead and do that right now. Teen Scene is at $13. Next auction is going to go up right now. This is, I think it's time for something like this. I hope everybody's paying attention. This is a 1988 U.S. Specialty Original of Eazy-E. Easy Does It. Oh, boy. Now, the last one was quite a battle. Talk about something we don't get very often. Eazy-E is going to go up for a $95 start. This is an original on Ruthless Records. It is in VG condition, and it's going to go up for a $95 start. $95 start. Eazy-E, Easy Does It. There we have it. David said, I had the Beatles at $11. David Rubush said he had the Beatles at $11. Robbie bid 10. Let me scroll through here and see if it came in. Oh, boy. David, I don't think your comment came through on Restream. I'll give it one more chance, but it was Robbie at 11. Preston said Beatles out, and I don't think I ever did see another comment from you again. Make sure you always bid again if you don't hear me say a bid. I'm sure you bid, but I just didn't see it. If you ever hear me saying a final call and it's been a while and I hadn't commented your bid, you might want to go ahead and bid it again. How about you comment one more time and we'll give that one more chance, okay? Now Teen Scene's at $15. Also, we have Rush Signals, $34.99. Rush Signals is $34.99. That is a U.S. original. Now we're into some vintage stuff. Also, John, I'm going to keep all these at sticker price. We have James Van Buren, I Ain't Doing Too Bad. That is sealed for $9.99. Key Largo. Key Largo is a 1970 UK. Key Largo is $49.99. Also, Chick Corea, the Leprechaun, EX $11.99. We have Charlie Rich, Very Special Love Songs, sealed for $14.99. Sealed for $14.99. And then Alabama, My Home's in Alabama, EX edition, $9.99. Easy E has a bid for $95, going once, going twice. That never comes through. We never can get it. We're always asked, do you have any original rap? Do you have any original rap? And my answer is no, we never get any original rap. We never get any original rap. Here's an opportunity. Easy E. It's VG. It's a final call. It has one bid for $95. Sorry on the Beatles. Make sure, as always, if you're bidding and I don't call it and I start doing a final call, and you know your bid and you're like, why isn't Chad saying my bid? You might want to go ahead and bid it again. Teen Scene, Volume 3, the Nerlings, Polyester Explosion, Polaris, and the Gymnastics. That has a high bid now for $17. Now, Robbie, let me know if you want backing on the Beatles. Easy E's at $95. Justin Garrett wants Alabama. David V., you were second on Alabama. Robbie's out. David Rubush gets the Beatles for $11. Also, make sure you see it pop up here on the screen. Definitely, if you don't see it pop up here on the screen after you generate your comment, then it's pretty much invisible. You may see it on Facebook, you may see it on YouTube, but it's got to appear here on the Restream application, which is where my hand is going up and down. No big deal, but we have sold it to David now. We have the Forrester Sisters, $9.99. Also, HBO presents Kenny Rogers' Greatest Hits, a picture disc, $24.99. Josie said she got Alabama. Now I've made another mistake because I'm thinking about the last mistake. Josie got Alabama. Then Justin Garrett was second. Then David V. was third. Justin, you were second on Alabama. Also, we have Allman Brothers. Now I'm all mixed up. The Allman Brothers, Auto Wide South, VG condition, $14.99. That is a Canadian press, VG $14.99. Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison. That's in shrink wrap, $14.99 on Johnny Cash. And we have Rusty Weir, Stacked Deck. Rusty Weir doesn't have a price, so I'll skip over that one. How about Steve McQueen Bullet? VG Plus, $64.99. Steve McQueen, the Bullet soundtrack. Music by Lalo Schifrin, maybe on something like that. Next thing was Teen Scene Details. I think I just said that, so you'll have to give me a second on that. Michael Snared on All, and that was Allman Brothers. That's sold to Michael Snared. Brad Waits on Johnny. Johnny Cash sold to Brad Waits. Justin Whitaker was second. Moses was third on that one. The Monkey's Head is in shrink, $99.99. Yes, that is $100, a 68 Rockaway press. I'm assuming we're done on Easy E. I'm about to sell it for $95. And then Teen Scene. One more time. Edwin, I think I said it. You might have just missed it. This is called Teen Scene, Volume 3, The Nerlings, The Polyester Explosion, Polaris, The Gymnastics. It is a single from the New Orleans collection. It has a high bid of $19 with Moses. I haven't heard back from Teresa, and now Edwin, you're required to bid. The next bid would have to be $20. Also, we have Jimmy Buffett. This was sold at auction for $25. If anybody else wants it, it is a U.S. original, $25 on Jimmy Buffett. We have the original soundtrack to Star Wars here. Looks like it's a picture disc. This sold for $100. Somebody didn't pay for it, $100. Steve Perry, a Japanese pressing of Street Talk, $40. These were auction wins. $40 on Steve Perry. Star Wars is at $100. And Jimmy Buffett was $25 if anybody wants those. Eazy-E sold for $95. That sold to Charlie Leeds. Charlie, you got something there a lot of people want. Next time someone says any rap, I'm going to be like, nope, it doesn't exist. Next thing we have is Robert W. on Star Wars. Robert, I think you were literally the backup bidder on that. I'm pretty sure you were. That's now sold to you for $100. Melanie wants the Lalo Schifrin. Are you talking about the Steve McQueen Bullet soundtrack, Melanie? If so, just say sold. Now Teen Scene, we're tied. Moses, you're out. Teresa, you're out. Now we're at 20. Now we're at 21. Now we're at 22. And we have Sticks, a Japanese pressing of Kilroy Was Here for $36.99. $36.99. And we have, give me 1 second here. I'm going to text Ed. I'm going to say I need a list of all these people because I don't want them to pop up ever again. I think I can do it through my email. Hold on a second. Before he has to sit down and do that. I think they come to my email. Yeah, here they are. I got them. I've got them. I got them. Yep. Okay. Okay, I got them. I'll do that later. That's earlier today. Okay. What is today? More. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Next is, all right. So we had Teen Scene at 20. Robert got the Star Wars auction. Teen Scene 21, Teen Scene 22. Congratulations on the Eazy-E. Melanie does want the Bullet soundtrack. That's so to Melanie Jennings. That one's not too easy to get. Does Steve Perry have the stickers? Let's go back and look at that. Steve Perry's Near Mint Minus. I'll double check to make sure. It has a solicitation form. It has another card here. And yes, it has the Steve Perry sticker sheeted with it. Now, Grant, you asked, and then William Meadows put SP. So, Grant, it's yours if you want it. If not, it looks like William Meadows was next. That's $40. And then we have, do you still have Dave Clark 5? I do. Now, Teen Scene is at $22 with Teresa. I think we are officially done on that. Okay. And Grant says he'll take it. Now, there's that. First thing we have is double platinum Kiss, $55. It looks like it has the record with it. This doesn't look like it's bad whatsoever. Yeah, this is a nice copy. Double platinum, and it has the gold platinum award there with it as well. $55 on that. Kiss double platinum. Chuck Haley said sold. $6.99 on Dave Clark 5, right? This one here. That's sold to Chuck Haley. Okay, now, Teen Scene is sold to Teresa for $22. Now, this is sold to Wade for $55. And then somebody asked the condition of Sticks. Yes, Sticks was a Japanese pressing. And this is Near Mint Minus and Pristine. Fred, I'm going to keep all the buy it nows at $6.99 right now. I'm going to keep, I thought that was a pretty good price on that for a 60s picture sleeve like this. I'll keep that at $6.99. That's going to stay at $6.99, but thank you for the offer. If you want to, just let me know. The next non-payment in here is another Star Wars soundtrack. This one sold for $100. This is the one, I remember this one. This is the one from Big Bob's collection that had the book and like 3 extra posters. I remember this. It has this killer book with it, and like 3 extra posters. I know it for sure has 2 here, but I think it might have 3. Let's take a look at it. And I don't know who this was. It's very frustrating though, but yeah. It's got at least 2 of those posters with it. And I think that's why it sold for $100. There's one poster. There's another poster. There is this killer book that came with it as well. It has original inner sleeves. Is it Japanese? Nope, it just has the, oh yeah, it has 3 inserts. It had 3 inserts, and the disc was really nice too. Yeah, it looks like it's EX or better at first glance there. So it's probably why it demanded such a high price. It was not only complete, but it had extras. It had the insert and then 2 extras. It had both original inner sleeves. It had the book, which is killer. That's like frameable almost. And then had 2 posters with it. And then a nice jacket. So that was $100. And then Melanie said sticks, bid first. Now, I'm not for sure what you mean by bid first, but Solarplex, I was going to make sure he didn't want that. And then if he doesn't want it, let me know. Now, here's how we're going to do these. These, of course, are all buy it nows. And then if you don't want them, if we don't sell them here, I'll re-auction them at a later date. Sticks is $36. We'll make sure Solarplex doesn't want that. And now let's put up new auctions, okay? So in the auction bin, I got Sparks, The Clash, Jerry Garcia, Parliament, Bo Diddley, Sun Ra, The Beatles. This looks like a beautiful copy of this. It's a 65 Scranton original in stereo of rubber sole. This is, each Beatle is individually listed on the label instead of being billed as the Beatles. Huh. Oh, it is. It doesn't say the Beatles. It says John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. Interesting. Very interesting there. So, VG condition, a $25 start. I don't know if I've ever noticed that. I don't think it's like a rare variant, but I don't know if I've ever noticed that before. Not bad. And what I noticed about it is it had the original company sleeve from Capitol, and it had a really nice jacket. Wow. Okay. There's that. So we have a request for Sparks. We got a request for Sun Ra, a request for Parliament. Next unpaid auction is Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. $35. $35. Felt tip on cover. Yeah, somebody like took a Sharpie and like drew on the jacket. $35 on Motley Crue. Flag on sticks. Solar says sticks, flag on sticks. All right, let me go back and figure out what happened on sticks. I think what Melanie was trying to say was she claimed sticks before Solarplex asked the condition of it. And she did. I think that's what she was trying to tell me. There's where Melanie got sticks, and then Solarplex asked the condition of it, okay? And I think that's when I got distracted, as usual, when I was trying to figure out who it was that bought these Star Wars auctions so I could have blocked them. Sorry about that. As y'all know, I can't get distracted. There's way too much that goes on here for me to get distracted. And I've distracted myself twice. So I apologize. This is so to Melanie, and sorry, Solarplex, she was first. MT Matt got Motley Crue for $35. And now, Brad, you were second on Kiss. He put KISSDBLPLT. The problem was earlier, the first person who claimed that was Wade Lucas. He was first on Kiss earlier. He beat you by 2 seconds, it said. He beat you by 2 seconds on that, okay? Now, MT Matt says, can you show the Crue cover again? May not want it with a Sharpie on it. I will show you this, but yes, there is like Sharpie around the borders. It looks like somebody was going to retouch it up to make it look better, and that's what they did there to it. Blue juice time. Yeah, I'm about to actually drink some of this over here and reset. Okay. And David says he'll take it if you don't want it. So, the Beatles has one bid for $25, and I'll show that again in details in just a second. David Rubush says pass on the Beatles. Now, what exactly does that mean? Because I don't see anything Beatles on the table right now except this, which I don't think that you bid, right? It's just Jim B. Unless you bid and I don't see it. Brad Waite says he'll take Star Wars. That's sold to him for $100. MT Matt's going to pass on Motley Crue. And this is sold to David V. He said he'll take it if Matt passes. Okay. That's done. Now, let me figure out who I am. First is a New Orleans auction. Oh, price on Beatles. Boy, yeah, I'm off. Plus, I'm also looking at my phone, and I've gotten 4 text messages about the tornadoes. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure the sun's shining outside. No, it's 8:30. Never mind, it is. Okay. He said, price. Sorry. David's probably like, what the heck's going on? Yeah, let me just restart. Let me pretend like the board's cleared and I'm restarting, okay? That's the best thing to do right now. Brian, do you want to come up and finish the show? Brian's going to come up and finish the show for me. This is a 1965 USOG Scranton press, okay? This is a 1965 US OG Scranton press of the Beatles Rubber Soul. At catalog number ST2442, the Beatles Rubber Soul. There's a note on the label that Laura has denotated. It says John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr instead of the Beatles, okay? The grade is VG condition. It has one bid for $25. So it's an original stereo press from Scranton, meaning Scranton, Pennsylvania. Same place where they did The Office. VG condition. And it has one bid right now with Jim B for $25. I liked it. The jacket is really nice. Jim B has that. One bid, $25. The next auction is a New Orleans single, the Mini Skirt Mob. The Mini Skirt Mob is going to go up for a $5 start. $5 start. Let the bidding begin on the Beatles. It has. Our next auction is going to be a pull from our newest batch of Japanese, which is going to be Boston. Don't look back. The day is breaking. It's been too long since I felt this way. The vinyl is near mint minus and pristine. It has a Japanese insert. It has the original Japanese inner sleeve. Gatefold cover. $35 start on Boston. Don't look back. Before I add anything to the chaos, I'm going to take a drink of this. I don't think the label variant on the Beatles is anything rare. It's not that that's rare. It's just an interesting note that they didn't put the Beatles. They listed each member individually. Okay, now this is a Hatchet Ed bin. This is a Hatchet Ed bin. And right now we're going through unpaid auctions. And what I'm doing is, I think the reason I've gotten messed up, as I'm showing these, I have a good idea in my memory who bought them originally, and as soon as I'm showing them, I'm making sure I have the person blocked, and that's kind of why I'm getting distracted, because seeing some of these are pretty frustrating for me. We do a lot of work, and y'all probably bid on these, and for them not to get paid for. I'm like doing double duty over here, and I'm making sure these people are permanently blocked from buying from us. Here is the next one. Jim Croce, Photographs and Memories. Now, I think this sold for $35 because I think this was from that Near Mint Minus and Pristine collection. It is. This is very, very nice. Jim Croce. Yeah, that's from that Near Mint Minus and Pristine collection that we bought here locally. I think that's why that one sold $35. That is a superb copy if anybody wants it. Now, these are buy it now these are buy it now, or if they don't sell, I might re-auction them again tonight. But so far, almost everything has sold. I think the only thing that hadn't sold is Jimmy Buffett. So almost everything in here has sold. Kiss Alive, $27. Now, what also stinks about this is some of these I forgot to put the sticky note back on them, so we've lost all of our original research. This is Kiss Alive. This one don't look too bad. This one don't look too bad here. It's like VG Plus, and it looks like it's OG. I don't see mastering by Bob Ludwig, though. No RL in the dead wax, but that doesn't look too bad. Maybe even EX, and it has the book with it. That doesn't look too bad whatsoever. Let's sell that to David Tate, okay? And let's put that away. And this crate has filled up. And yeah, I need to clear my table too. Yeah, my desk is pretty messy. I don't really like messes. You wouldn't know that if you walked in our store because it looks like a bomb went off in here of collectibles. Looks like somebody dropped an atomic collectible bomb in here. And there's like everything from Stone Cold Steve Austin action figures to posters and records is scattered everywhere in here. Okay. Now, since I left that off, here's what happened with the Beatles. I said 25, I gave all the details, and then we had bids for 26, 28, 27, 29, mini skirts 5, another bid for 5, Beatles 30, and then Beatles 32, Beatles 33, Boston 35, Boston 40, Beatles 35. The Songs in the Attic is available for a $35. Nicholas, $35 buy it now. Jimmy Buffett is a U.S. original greatest hits that sold at auction, just $25. Just $25 on this. It is a clean original. Why did that just sell for $25? I'm not for sure, but it's available. Who asked about it? Cody, that's yours if you want it. Now Beatles 36, and then we have Boston 45, Beatles out, Beatles 48, Beatles 40, Boston 48. David Tate just got Kiss. What is the grade on the Beatles? Margaret wants the Jim Croce. And then we have Beatles out. And then we have details on Songs in the Attic. Cody said sold on Jimmy Buffett. The Stone Cold figure, it's actually for my personal collection. But I might show it to you, okay? I have a whole tub in the back, though, that I just brought from home that I'm going to sell. So, coming soon. Now, here's what happened on Mini Skirt Mob. 3 people have bid $5. No one's bid again. And then 2 people have asked the track listing. Be My Baby and I Want to Go to Bed with You. So, I'm still showing Teresa at $5. Now, I know for sure Fred also bid 5. And I'm pretty sure somebody else put MSB 5. And they hadn't bid again. So, that's now a final call for $5. The Beatles is a 65 US OG stereo Scranton press in VG condition. And the last bid that came in on this was Michael Obrick at $40. And then Dustin Whitaker has Boston for $48. Okay? Now, back to the top. We have Wham! Make It Big. I don't know this guy's name. No wonder he didn't pay. I don't remember that name. Ed probably left that on there for that reason. Wham! Is a Japanese pressing. This is $40 if anybody wants it. It's in shrink with Hop and Obi. $40 on that if anybody wants it. These are unpaid auctions. $40 on Wham! Jeff Beck Flash, we'll say $35. Near Mint Minus and Pristine with Obi. Jeff Beck is $35. New bid on the Beatles for $45. Teresa, you've been outbid on the Mini Skirt Mob. Fred has it now for $6. Judas Priest, Rockarola, $40. Judas Priest Rockarola, $40. This is on the Gull label. Not too bad. Looks like EX. Judas Priest Rockarola, $40. Unpaid auction. Rob Fordham on W for Wham. That's sold to Rob for $40. Also, the Beatles at the Hollywood Bowl, $39. UK Flag Series number 30. The Beatles at the Hollywood Bowl. Nice. This is $39. Japanese pressing. UJ Miller put J.O., but I meant JP for Judas Priest. Dustin Whitaker gets Boston for $48. Billy Joel Songs in the Attic is a Near Mint Minus and Pristine. Near Mint Minus and Pristine Japanese pressing. Near Mint Minus and Pristine Japanese pressing. Teresa's back in on miniskirt at 10. Next is the original Gloria with them in shrink wrap. $60 on this. Original London inner sleeve. Them with Van Morrison. Maybe VG Plus or EX. I tell you what, not bad for a record like this. And the cover's in shrink. $60. And $130 on Metallica. Wow. Garage Days Revisited. Superb. With the original inner sleeve. The cover's in shrink wrap. $130 on Metallica. And then there's 2 CDs. We'll say $6.99. Beastie Boys and the Descendants. Miniskirt Mob has a new bid for $11. Teresa, you're out. Beck was $35. John Gollin on Gloria for $60. Nicholas Pendergrast is going to get the Billy Joel. That means there's no unsold LPs. That is sold to Nicholas. And now the Beatles is a final call. The most recent bid was Tom Moran at $45. The CD Beastie Boys is sold to Scott Oman. And Raymond Troutman wanted the Charlie Rich that's in here. That's sold to Raymond Troutman. That was sealed for $14.99. William Dragovich got the... Oop, I messed that up. The Beastie Boys is sold to Scott Oman. And then the Descendants was William Dragovich. Jim B was second. Solarplex next on Beastie Boys. Margaret Gerhold got the Beck for $35. That means there was only 2 auctions that didn't get claimed. Beatles and Metallica. Yep. Okay. Now, that was an excellent Hatchet Ed. Here is where we're at right now for tonight's show. I still got another crate of new vinyl that has not been shown, like new stuff. I still got 2 crates here of new arrivals from John. There's already 1 Laura crate up here, and I think she's in the back marking metal records. Could we possibly have metal records brought up tonight? The ones that Laura maybe would have marked for last night? That'd be pretty interesting. That might keep some people's eyebrows furrowed. Doing the eyebrow metal records? We have Nicholas on the Hollywood Bowl for $39. Miniskirt Mob is sold for $11 to Fred Cardinal. And Tom Moran, you got the Beatles for $45. And my feed just completely crashed. Are we still live? Test 1, 2. Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me back there? Can anybody watching hear me? Yeah, it says we're completely disconnected. Test. I wonder if it's just restream. It says we're still streaming and connected. Yeah. Yeah, Restream's completely disconnected over here. I can't. No supported channels. All my the viewers went to 0. Okay. So Tom Moran got the Beatles. That's a good time. Let me pause there. Let me see if I can reset this then. I'm worried these storms somewhere down the line can... nope, still no connection to Restream. Nicholas, you got Hollywood Bowl. That was the last two. Luckily, that happened right when auctions were done. Yeah, let me see. What does this say? Please visit your dashboard. Okay, where's my dashboard at? Restream. I don't know how to get to that. Dashboard? Where's Jake at when I need him? He's probably helping his brother. His brother covers all the severe weather for this area. Well, let me try to fix this. If I can't, then now, for those that's watching, like, what's he talking about? I can still hear them chat messages. Here we go. Can I go here, maybe? We're still streaming, but I just can't. Chatters. Nope, that's just giving me... I'm just on analytics here. It's showing me how many chatters we got. Y'all are a bunch of chatters, it says. I might have to reset the feed, unfortunately. No supported channels enabled. Let me see what it says over here on my main desktop. Y'all are a bunch of chatters. So I'm going to start calling y'all. Whole bunch of chatters over here. Offline, offline, offline. Okay. Well, there's only one thing for me to do. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Hold on. It says streaming, sending data. I may be back. We may be back. Hold on a second. It says streaming over here. Let me see. Nope. I'm still not connected. Let me reset it, though. It says it's... No, I don't think that affected it. Facebook, it's trying to send data. Yeah, there's evidently an error between Restream and all platforms right now. We're streaming to YouTube and Facebook, but no data is being collected, which means I can't pull y'all's comments out so I can see them. Let me end the feed, okay? Let me let it rest for about 5... Actually, Tanner's calling me. Let me mute my mic before I end the feed right quick. Okay, I'm going to end the feed. For those that can hear me, I'm going to end the feed. I'm going to give it like 5 minutes and do a couple test connections. So I'll be back within like 5 to 10 minutes at the 10 minutes at the latest. Okay, so let me make sure everybody on YouTube can hear that as well. And let's talk to Tanner. He gave me a couple ideas, but they didn't work. So we'll blame this on Seth. And yeah, so everybody knows what's going on, right? Okay, I'm going to end the feed. I'll be back. I'm going to let it reset. I'm going to do a test on the internet, and then I'll start a new feed, okay? I'll be back very soon. Sorry about this. Never happens where it's a complete failure like this, like a complete loss and restream. Usually it comes back. It's been a while since this has happened, so I'll be back in just a second.